Are we live? I think we're live. Hello! I should put the reverb on that. Hello! Are we alive? I miss you! Sorry. Calm down. Hello! Thank you guys for being here so last minute. My life this last week has been crazy with my job. I am so sleepy. But I've been wanting to do stuff, especially because I missed you guys. I know I blinked and it's been almost a week. I cannot believe it. How have you guys been? Hopefully good. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, coming on in. Especially with the fact that this stream was announced so last minute, but I just honestly did not know how my day was gonna go. So I wanted to not set a time that I couldn't stick to. I don't trust myself with my schedule right now, and my ADHD has been going rampant. Crazy work. So once again, reminder, if anyone wants to go grab some drinks, snacks, anything before we really get into it, now is the time. Bathroom breaks, any of that, because I know I forget to use the bathroom a lot of the time. So like now is the time. I'm so glad that you guys have been doing good. I'm so happy to see some of you guys pop up on in here. Ooh, I forgot to pull up my control room so I can see if my live stream is working or not, because as we know, it normally does not work. Ooh, that's a good reminder to me to start recording this so I can actually post hopefully unglitchy version for when I eventually glitch out. Hello. Welcome to everyone coming in. Thank you guys so much for being here, even though this stream was announced last minute. So for those that don't know, this is another dating sim game that I was recommended by our lovely Geo in here a few weeks ago, actually. I am eventually going to try to get to most things that people recommend me. That's the goal. But I don't really know much about this. I only know the description from when I downloaded the game. It's similar to, what's it called? Like Kid at the Back, where it's not done. It's supposed to have, I think, 5 or 6 days total. And right now they only have 3 days, actually, loaded and playable and all that right now. I think it said there was like 4 bad endings and then like a neutral ending, aka a continuation of the game to the rest of the gays that are gays. Sorry, Pride Month. I'm so excited. Sorry, I'm tired. I slip over my words a lot. Anyways, so and then one of them, rather than a good ending, is a neutral ending. Where it's a continuation of the game to the rest of the days that are in development. Sorry. Get it? Okay. So, I hope you guys got your snacks. I hope you guys are prepared. I think it said the gameplay is about 1 to 2 hours. We're going to see how long I take to get through one day and determine if I'm going to continue or not. And I will eventually at least complete, hopefully, all 3 days if I don't get a bad ending like I did with Kid at the Back. So I need to replay that and, like, not die. But I think I understand the game mechanics now for that one. So hopefully I won't die in a second playthrough. But yeah, I fear having too much Riz for Kid at the Back was not the right answer. So I'm curious to see if I need to downplay my Riz for this game or up it. We'll have to see. We will have to see. So let me go ahead and I'm a mess. Okay, Also, look, the cursor is a little mushroom. Is that not so cute? I love that. Um, Yay! Mushroom Oasis! Once again, I know nothing about this game. I just love dating as someone who has hardly any dating experience. Anyway, start! What's your name? I hate this part! I hate deciding names. Since I announced my fandom name as Jestars, should I make the name Jestar so that way we are all included? Does that feel valid? Oh, my caps lock is on. You know what? That's a vibe. In all caps. In all caps. I feel Jestars is a good start, because it's not me dating whoever we're about to date. It's us together. We date and we die together, depending on the ending that I get. Okay. I hope that this game is... I don't think this game is, like, scary. Like, super much like Kid at the Back. I believe the dateable character, I believe, is a yandere. So I don't know what that means for this game. But I don't think I saw too many... Did I? Hold up. Let me double check if there was any content warnings. Okay. There are some content warnings. So, screen shaking / minor jump scares. Implied pet animal player death. No. Mind memory, emotional manipulation. Okay, that's on the daily. People be doing that all the time. Blood, death, or murder. Only the bad ending, though. I think there's like 4 bad endings, though. Kidnapping. I mean, if it's a yandere, I kind of expected that. Animal harm. I hope not. A dog. I don't know what that means. And needles is the current spoiler warnings. Content warnings with spoilers. So I guess we'll see what we're getting into, as we always do. So let's hope that our love interest does not decide that they want to murder me today. I mean us. What's my... Oh, yeah, I forgot we have a cat. I hope nothing happens to our cat. I think... What if I'm your cat? Like the Jestars, that's y'all, you're the dateable, and then I'm your cat. You know? I think that's reasonable. Hopefully nothing bad happens to me. I don't know. I think it'll be funny or traumatic. I don't know. We're gonna see. And your cat is female. Yay. Nicole has been missing for a while now. I did ghost for like a week. I am sorry. My bad. My bad. Why is my screen not working? Okay. Anyways, I've returned though. It's fine. She was an indoor cat, but had the tenacity of a wildcat on a mission, trying to leave whenever the door was open. You know, the outside world is very nice. I've been working so much, I haven't gotten to experience it very much. So, my bad. Catios and playtime just wasn't enough for the little misses. I'm sorry! Anyways, I'm problematic. We already knew this. I figured she'd come running if I left out some food on the porch. What food, though? You know? Like, I just ate dinner, so I'm not very hungry for now. I figure, 3 days later, still no cat. I'm sorry! I've tried everything I could think of. I don't know. Have you placed, like, a random TADC plushie on the ground? Like, I'd probably go snatch that. I don't have a Kinger plushie. I would love a Kinger plushie. I love a Kane plushie. I don't have Gangle either. I don't have Zooble. So, like, try that. I think, and there's only so many hours in an evening I could yell around the streets looking for her. Okay, clearly I'm not important enough for you. Sounds like excuses. There was only one place left I could think of that she might have ran off to. Okay. So run. So go run, baby! Oh, I hate when I lag. Oh! The woods by my house, right across the street. I've definitely caught her eyeing the birds and squirrels that ran alongside the perimeters from the front window, her teeth clicking in excitement. I can't. Yeah, no, I can't do that. I know what they're talking about, but I am not the master cat that this game wants me to be. I'm sorry. I'll do better next time. I was no outdoorsy person by any means. I definitely feel like all of us are not very outdoorsy, I fear. I used to be. Not so much anymore. Ooh. In fact, the thought of going in there scares me. Why did my soundboard get messed up? Soundboard, what are you doing? Everything's failing me today. Kind of low-key does every day. I'm not surprised. But I had to find her, or at least try. The first weekend that came around, I packed up some water, Nicole's favorite treats, and a compass to be safe. My favorite treats? Currently, I'm hooked on some gummies right now, so hopefully it's like something I could chew. That would be very nice. I wasn't sure where to even begin looking for her, so I started walking in a straight line. You can for today, but tomorrow's Pride Month, so don't be walking straight. Walk gay. I'm sorry. Calling out her name every few steps. ... It certainly didn't take long for me to realize I was way in over my head. Why did I think this was a good idea? I don't know. It was hard to find my bearings within the surrounding trees. I didn't want to admit I was lost, at least not yet. I could only squint down at my compass as the needle spun slowly. Ooh. Let's hope that this universe does not collide with the trees. Hate you game universe. Because this is a lot of trees that would be ganging up on me right now. So let's hope that the trees are on our side in this universe. Fingers crossed. I could only squint down at my compass as the needle spun slowly. Pretty sure they weren't made to do that. Did I really bring a busted compass on my first venture out in these woods? Why not just use your phone? Does your phone not have a compass? Just ours. Do you just use your phone? I hope you have your phone. You probably don't have your phone on this. Figured that would just be my luck. The only thing risking my own safety was my own incompetence. Ooh, I feel that. Cat and owner alike. I shook my head hastily. Hastily? I think that's how you pronounce that word. No. No time for negativity. Nicole was out there somewhere, cold and lost and hungry. I actually just had ribs. I fear I'm actually not that hungry. I also had mashed potatoes and I had some corn. I'm actually pretty well fed for now. I had to keep going. Oh, I think it's getting dark. It's been hours. I'm so lost. Oh, God. I don't even know why I kept searching even after the moment I'd realized that. Why did I think this was a good idea? Hunger had been gnawing at my stomach for a while now, having missed breakfast and lunch altogether. Oh no! Justar also has ADHD and forgets to eat. This is going horribly! The heat and humidity from the afternoon sun was unbearable, but the cooling air did nothing to soothe me. I cannot speak today. I'm gonna lose my mind. I should have done vocal warm-ups. I need to start doing like vocal warm-ups or something before I stream, because I feel like that's my issue. Even if I were to head home, I couldn't even pinpoint where that was. What do people even do in this situation? I knew it was baseless. Baseless optimism. But walking onwards was really the only thing I could think of to do. I think the problem is I have my mic that I am able to hear on, and I don't like it. Where is my thing so I can not listen to myself talk? There we go. Hopefully, let's see if that helps. Probably not. Sadly, the sleep deprivation does take over. Eventually. It always does. I knew it was baseless optimism, but walking onwards was really the only thing I could think of to do. Surely it will come across something familiar. Or did it say I'll? Surely I'll come across something familiar. I think I just struggle with this font. My God! I trudged on, my shoes carefully avoiding the tree roots intertwined across the forest floor. But in my weakened state, plus the approaching darkness, I found myself stumbling through the rough terrain. My feet hit something soft jutting out of the ground. Sorry? Ack! Are we okay? My hands shot out as I lost my balance. My feet clumsily tried to find purchase as I wobbled backwards, arms flapping. Are we a bird now? Wow! Wow! Poof. Poof. Cough, cough. What? What? My shoe had landed smack dab in a circle of mushrooms, the brunt of it causing a wispy cloud to erupt from the cluster. Are we trapped? I stuck my nose and my elbow to avoid breathing it in. Is this like poison? Are we going to pass out? I think we're going to pass out. I couldn't differentiate one tree leaf from another for the life of me, but I'm pretty sure humans aren't supposed to inhale whatever the hell this was. Probably not. But people be inhaling some weird stuff anyways. It smelled strongly of rotten wood and wet dirt, even as it cleared. Something shiny quickly caught my attention. Shiny! Is it a ring? Is it a ring from our new... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Go back. Return. Is it a ring from our new love interest? Please? 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 I stooped down to pick it up, gasping under my breath. It was Nicole's color. No! Am I cooked? I think I'm cooked. I think I'm done for, y'all. Covered in whatever the hell these mushrooms released. Oh, that's lovely. I looked around desperately for any signs of her. Nicole? Nicole! I think I'm dead. Oh my God, Tiff! My boo, my wife. I love you. I miss you. I just got your Life 360 alert. You literally did just get home. Girl. We are playing new dating sim. We have just started and we have not met the love interest yet. So we're getting into it. Also, Tiff, don't get confused. We are playing as Justars, which is everyone here, but I'm the cat. So if you see Nicole, we're talking about our cat, which is missing, which is also me. I call from inhaling some of the remaining dust floating in the air. That is so sus. Mushroom cocaine? That's not good. You should stop that. I should really steer clear from this. Yes! Exactly what I'm saying!
Nice.
Pocketing Nicole's collar, I retreated carefully until I could breathe again. I wish I could breathe better. I have slight asthma. It's kind of inconvenient. Stepping back, I could still smell it. It must have stuck to my hair and clothes. A quick once-over confirm. I'm sorry, the mushrooms killed your cat? AKA, they killed me? I'm dead? Me, Nicole, cat is dead? That's crazy. A quick once-over confirmed my suspicions with a slight cringe. A thin yet generous coating of it covered my sleeves and jeans. I lean against the tree, dusting off my clothes in a naive attempt to get the dust and smell out, to no avail. If anything, it felt like I'm breathing more of it in. What used to be musty now turned sweet, and I found myself inhaling even deeper. Stop! Trying to pinpoint the smell. Stop! Cucumbers. Wait, I love cucumbers. I love the smell of cucumbers. Man, I probably would personally inhale that. It smelled like fresh cucumbers. Wow. I love a good cucumber. Anyone ever had cucumber water? It's so good. I love it. A tingly feeling crept up my hands and neck. Pinpricks spreading across my limbs as a strange heat reached my face. I started to feel drunk and woozy. My senses were numb. Oh, can we just be like fake woozy like we were playing with Zoople? Because we're in the middle of the woods and this feels bad. It should freak me out. And yet, a strange comfort washed over me. Yeah, that's what drugs do, Justar. Oh my god. I should lie down. In the middle of the forest floor? Sure. You might as well. Right now, in fact. Yep. My legs gave out from underneath me, my body toppling over at an awkward angle. I like that. Wow. Y'all are really just... Wow. Wow. Okay. Just start. Get up. Get up. And stared. And stared. And stared. It was nice here. This is just reminding me of my friends when they have way too much weed. Me personally, no, because it gives me anxiety. But the way I literally had one of my coworkers, she went to go take a hit. She was gone for 15 minutes and she came back and she was like, sorry, I missed the movie, y'all. I'm like, girl, you've been gone for 15 minutes. We haven't even started the freaking movie. So anyways, that kind of reminded me of my lovely work wife from my old store. I miss her every single day. I need to text her after this, actually, to see how she's doing. Why are we talking about everything bagels? I love everything bagels. No, we have not met the love interest yet. A peaceful calm. A peaceful place for a nap, even. You know what? I could use a nap, personally. I'm sleepy! My eyes grew heavy as I swam in and out of consciousness. Yeah, a nap sounds really good right about now.
Baba Booey.
You are in the middle of a forest! Dot, 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 dot. Is this where we get kidnapped? Oh. Lots of critters passing through lately. Sorry this happened to you, little one. Who are you? What do you want? Where's my cat? Where's me? What is happening? It could have been anyone, but it had to be you. What does that mean? Wait. A human? Is that bad? How'd you end up all the way out here? Trying to find my cat? Still breathing too. Am I not supposed to be breathing? Ah, jeez, I can't leave you here. Oh, thank you. You're so nice. I don't know who you are, but thank you. What should I do? Tuck me into a bed, make me a nice cup of tea, and we can just vibe next to each other. I think that's what you should do. Uh, I woke with a jolt. It was warm, but comfortably so. Okay, so we're in a house now, but like, where? Where? I could feel the weight of a blanket on me as I tried to sit up. Oh, so they did tuck me in bed. Or us. They tucked us in bed. That is very lovely. I appreciate it. I'm very intrigued.
Oh, yeah.
Now you just gotta make me a nice cup of tea. I couldn't get up. I couldn't move my body. That's awkward! My fingers twitched uselessly at my sides as my eyes darted around in panic. Not Tiff giving our whole lore. Tiff outing me in the chat. Outing my life story. I be outing Tiff all the time, so I can't say nothing. Sorry, I was thirsty. Glancing about, I could see the interior of a cabin, or at least the ceiling of one. I couldn't see much past the corner of my eyes. Where was I? How did I get here? I don't know. A desperate feeling rose in my chest. I had to leave. Right now. This was wrong. Wrong! Wrong! I mean, you're kind of stuck here, but...
FBI, open up!
Yeah, it probably is wrong. I mean, yeah, I would be a little freaked out if I couldn't move and I was in a weird house that I didn't know when I was recently in the middle of a forest. That'd be a little concerning. Just slightly. I wasn't meant to be here. I could hear the crackling of a fire nearby, likely the source of warmth I had felt on waking up. I could also hear footsteps approaching. Oh, options. I think this was how I save. Oh, I don't like having options. I'm going to stay awake. Hi! Oh! Hello! This is a very cute design. And they're wearing a warm sweater. Oh, I'm so down. I will live here with you forever. I don't know you, but this is going great so far. Especially because you tucked me in. There was a nice fire going. Now can you just make me a cup of tea? And we are all set for life. I fluttered my eyelids, straining to look at the person approaching. My eyes widened as I took in their appearance, the protrusions from their forehead catching my attention. Not to mention the green skin. The stranger didn't sense my unease as they heaved a sigh of relief. You're awake. Oh, that's a cute smile. Oh, that's good. Very, very good. Okay. How are you feeling? I don't know. I can't move. I blinked. Oh, sorry. I forgot about that. Here. Oh my god, is it my cup of tea? Man, I think this dude is pushing me. Look at their smile in the back. Or it's like a awkward, like, that's so cute. I'm vibing. The person held a cup to my lips, a strong, sweet smell coming from the rim. A gentle hand grabbed my chin to open my mouth.
Nice.
Why, thank you. Thank you. I couldn't even move to resist. Don't worry, it'll help you feel better. I promise. I mean, I can't do anything, so I guess I'll trust you. Drink up. I mean, I don't really have a choice. I can't move. Oh my god, I am vlogging this tomorrow, aren't I? Where's my camera? Look at this smile, he's so cute! It's like a little awkward smile. It's so cute. I love it. So baby. So baby. Sorry, I'm not actually looking at my camera. Otherwise, I would stare at it way too much. Also, I need to be able to see the chat and my sound effects. So it's like all the way off my screen. As the liquid hit my tongue, all I could feel was a vague sense of heat. As I kept... Oh, I did not like those sound effects. As I kept drinking, taste and texture returned. The sweetness of berries and chamomile coating my taste buds. Oh my gosh, so it is a cup of tea! Wow! 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 So it looks like we are staying together forever. I'm assuming your name's Michael because that is what I am seeing in the chat. So, Michael, you, me against the world. Let's do this every single day from now on. Thank you. Thank you. I could even detect a hint of mint. These are all my favorite things. Yeah. Wow. I lifted my head finally, hands fisting at my sides as I propped myself onto my elbows. Okay, so we can move. We can move now. The person kept a steady hand on my chin.
Nice.
Thanks. Careful not to pour in too much in case I choked. I finished every last drop, wiping my mouth with the back of my hand. Was that hot? I stared at my fingers, realizing I had full autonomy over my body again. Yay! Wait, where's my chair? Away! Away! Oh, this looks so cozy. Oh my god, bro, knit! Did you make that sweater? Oh, I'm so in love right now. I don't care if you're a yandere. Like, I'm totally fine with this. This is great. Good as new. Now, how are you feeling? I don't know. But better. Thank you. The stranger laughed. Oh, I like the way you sound. Oh, I kind of hate when people... Oh, I never know how to respond to that. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of cringe about that. Okay. Been ages since I've talked to anyone, much less with a voice as nice as yours. I mean... So you like them loud? I brushed off their strange compliment, finally looking around the cabin properly. It was a simple room filled with sparse but decorated wooden furniture, fit for someone living alone. I mean, it looks freaking cute. My god. An open archway to the right led to what I assumed was the kitchen. So, what kind of meals you cooking for me? Anyways, next to it, a door was closed shut. I hope that's just a normal bedroom. Possibly the bathroom, or a normal bathroom. I'm sus! Taking it in, there was a common theme of knitted decorations strewn about. Any available surface had patterned knitting tablecloths covering it. So this bro just knits every day of his life. Their life. I don't know your pronouns. I think I'm just going to say they, them until I know. You know what? That's a vibe. I tried to learn to knit and I gave up. Like I do a lot of hobbies that I want to start. And then I forget that I wanted to start those hobbies. But anyways... An unfinished project laid beside the bedside table where I sat, a pair of knitting needles jutting out of a pile of yarn from a small basket. As far as I could tell, it looked like the beginnings of a green scarf. Oh! The stranger was comfortable and staying silent, observing me as I glanced around. Hello? Hi! They tossed their hat onto the bed, scruffing their hair and making it even messier. Oh, bro's trying to rizzle us. And it's going very successfully. I fear her. With their hat off, their unique features were impossible to ignore. Sorry, but who... What are you? Oh, I didn't introduce myself, did I? Hiya, I'm Michael. With a Y. Can't forget the Y! Oh my god, you've been... Gio, it's with a Y though! It's Michael with a Y. This is very important. We love Michael with a Y. I hope you don't murder me, but you're kind of cute. I shook my head. No, I meant that... Michael stared at me, their left ear twitching. Oh, I don't know how I feel about yours twitching. You, look scary. Just stop being mean. You know, some people just look the way they look and you gotta respect it. Honestly, Michael is beautiful. The way that they are. Oh, the way that he is. Okay? Oh my god, his tongue's blue! Michael's got a blue tongue. Blip. Ugly? Off-putting? No! Just different. Different, huh? You're just being nice. I mean, I feel like that wasn't necessarily nice. Ugh. Well, then explain yourself. Have Michael explain what? I mean, well, explain, I guess, why we're suddenly in this house with him and why I passed out. Oh, so actually, Michael do explain some things. Just a few things. Anyways. I mean, that's kind of rude, isn't it? Yeah, I agree, Michael. I'm so proud of you for sticking up for yourself. As you should. I paused for a moment before pitching my nose bridge. Exhaling slowly. I'm just sorry. It's just been a long day, is all. I should be thanking you. I mean, kind of, assuming that he isn't the reason we ended up there in the first place, with that the mysterious mushrooms. But I guess we will find out. If it helps, it's a skin condition? He does not sound sure about that. Is that what you humans call them? Yeah, bro. You already outed yourself with that one. The way they said it didn't sound confident. And the ears? Genetics. Bro is trying so hard right now. Right. And I assume I waved vaguely at their horns? Antenna? Those things are just cosplay to complete the look? Would that make a convincing argument? I squinted. Maybe. Then yeah, it's, cosplay. Sure. Still doesn't explain everything. It doesn't. Michael huffed a nervous laugh. Listen, I'm just a guy living by himself in the woods. Wait, why did it suddenly get like that? I'm scared. You don't need to worry yourself further than that, okay? Okay. Something in his tone compelled you not to answer his existence anymore. Yeah, why did you? He's just some guy living in the woods. Is this him mind controlling us? Is that why it's fuzzy? Oh no. Yep, this is completely normal. Okay, so we just got mind control. Right, completely normal. I'm Just Stars. Michael beamed. Nice to meet you, Just Stars. I fiddled with the blankets as Michael scooted closer from the edge of the bed. Hello. I know I already asked, but how are you feeling? Any aches, sores, nausea? Intrusive thoughts? Weird impulses? Fever, maybe? Are those side effects of whatever I inhaled earlier? Are we inhaled? He placed his hand on my forehead before I could react. His hands were calloused, quickly retracting as he gave a thoughtful hum. You seem to be lucid. Enough, I guess. I mean, after you mind controlled me, but it's fine. That's a good sign. Okay. Great. He hummed absently, his twitching ear reminding me of a perturbed cat. cat? My cat! Me! Oh, shoot! Sorry if this is out of nowhere, but have you seen a cat around these parts? Her name's Nicole. What about me? Where am I? She's a sweet little thing, about this big. Skittish, but she can approach strangers if she needs to. I pulled out my phone to show pictures of her, only to find it missing from my back pocket. Where's my phone, bro? Wait, where is... I haven't? Huh? Your cat. I haven't seen it. Oh, I see. I slumped against the pillows, rubbing at my temples. She lost her collar, too. Even if anyone finds her, they wouldn't be able to tell where she's from. Damn it. Michael stays quiet, watching me from his side of the bed. You came all the way out here for a cat? Yeah, bro! What's wrong with coming out here for a cat?
Huh?
Be nice! That's valid. Huh? Of course. To the point where you're willing to run yourself ragged this deep in the forest? For a cat? Yes. Yes! Do you realize how far you've wandered away from the nearest town? I do not know that information, actually. I don't know, actually. I found you near unconscious, in an area nobody set foot in for years. For a cat. He sounded like he was holding himself back from giving me a stern lecture, as if in disbelief I had such little regard to my own survival. Listen, no, bro. It's just ADHD. I have no concept of time, and, you know, this is just how the vibe is in our little world here. We're all just, everyone here in this chat right now, like, we're just doing our best, bro. And yes, we would go that far for a cat. Accept it. Accept it. My cheeks grew heated at how stupid, reckless that sounds. It's not. It's very valid. I mean, she's not just a cat. She's my family. I know it was stupid for even trying, but I had to. Michael eased up, shoulders tense as he looked me over from underneath his unruly bangs. Family, huh? Bro got family issues? You know what? All the fine ones do. That's understandable. He finally tipped his head at me with a smile. You're willing to wander this far for such a small critter? Yes, once again. I've met my fair share of lost campers, hunters, and a few runaway teens or two. But someone looking for their pet? You're kind of weird, aren't you? Yeah, we're a little quirky. What can I say? I sputtered, much to his amusement. Speak for yourself. Who cosplays in the middle of the woods? Oh yeah, we're under mind control. So we genuinely believe that right now, don't we? Michael laughed, a deep, hearty one resonating from his chest. Fair. I think I'm starting to like you, just ours. Oh no. Guys, we just met and our Riz is just overflowing. We just have way too much. What are we gonna do? Likewise? His smile widened, but something about it was off. He was showing too much teeth. It felt like he hadn't talked to someone in a real long time and forgot how to smile the right amount. Bro's just a little on the spectrum. Just Art, can you stop being so judgy? Oh my god. I rubbed my neck, trying to think of something else to say. Can I ask, how did I get here? Oh, like I said, I found you in the woods not too far from here. Oh jeez, really? I knew I was tired, but I couldn't have possibly... Huh, I did step in something. Something important. familiar pinpricks crept up my skin. Home. I need to go home. Michael stiffened as he grabbed my shoulder. I don't think we're leaving. I don't think we're leaving very soon. Never mind that. Oh, he's gonna mind control us again. You'd fallen unconscious from, heat stroke. Heat stroke? No, that wasn't what happened. I wasn't. I was fine up until... Michael shook his head insistently, leaning close. No, Firefly, you weren't fine at all. If I hadn't found you when I did, well, who knows what could have happened. I mean, that part is probably true. I don't know what could have happened. You could have gotten injured or attacked by a wild animal. There's danger in these woods, you know? Oh, so he's trying to keep us from leaving. I mean, obviously by the mind control, but like... No, he was right. You had been so foolish. How did you think you could do this on your own? Searching for your cat in the middle of the woods? And to go in without bringing any water? That was a little dumb, I will say. I do agree with that. Passing out from heat stroke of all things? How could you have been so stupid? I'm a little dumb sometimes, and I'm very proud of it. On a good day, I can share a single brain cell with my friends if they decide to lend some of theirs to me. But otherwise, I have none! I have none! I shook my head, brain too foggy to pick apart my thoughts. He sounded confident, so why should you doubt him? I mean, I don't think we have a choice. Well, if it means anything, I'm glad you were there. Michael relaxed, hand on his lap once more. He grinned at me. So am I, just ours. I'm definitely glad I found you. You know what? I did say I'd be willing to be here with you forever since you made me tea and tucked me in bed. And it looks like you can make me sweaters. So I'm kind of okay with this. Like, if anything, this is actually consensual. I'm definitely glad I found you. His eyes were hidden fully behind his unruly hair, but I couldn't help feeling how intensely they were fixated on me as he said that. The hairs on the back of my neck stood. Sure. Without a distraction, I've only just realized how uncomfortable I was sitting still. The blanket on me was starting to itch, just as the desperate need to get home began to rise in me again. This was interesting, but I should really get going now. Wait! My host jumped up from the bed before I could. I mean, you can't... I can't just let you wander around the woods this late. I mean, it does look dark. Like, for real. Please, stay a bit longer. I mean, if you insist. I guess I can. Like, I know. Listen, you fully understand what a catch you have right here. I won the hearts of everyone in the amazing digital circus. I got Piero over me. I did also get, I forget what's their name from Kid in the Back before they got murdered and beheaded. That was a little awkward. But anyways, I understand that you want to stay longer with greatness. I understand. Man, we really gotta control our riz, guys. But it did the cutoff thing! It did the cutoff thing! I hate when games do that! It freaks me out. I don't like it. Anyways, he's commanding us like a dog. Come! I will, since he is yelling at me like a dog, I will now bark, because of Batty Potato's request. Okay. He grabbed my hand and led me across the room. I'm coming. We stepped into the kitchen, a fragrant smell of cooked potatoes and meat hanging in the air. 2 plates had been set out on a small circular table, complete with utensils and mugs of tea. I wasn't expecting guests today, so the food is nothing fancy, and he's gonna cook for us! We are so in! But, join me for dinner? Wait, why is he starting to mind control us again? Is he... Bro. I was gonna say yes. Do you need to mind control me right now? Okay! He looks so hopeful, ears drooping. You'd feel so bad if you had to say no. I mean... I think I'm a little scared to say no, but we're gonna save. I'm gonna say yes. Unless it'd be better to break the mind control. But I can't trust it yet. I can't trust him. I don't know enough about him, so I think I need to listen to him for now. Michael's jaw dropped for a second before he quickly recovered. Yes, of course. Here, come sit. I'll serve up the cottage pie in a minute. I sat as instructed, my stomach rumbling something fierce as the smell was the only thing I could focus on. Yes, this was definitely the right choice. What was so important that you had to leave so soon? The outside world can wait. Honestly, if I didn't have a job, I would highly agree with that statement, but I need money. And my YouTube views are only so high, so I need to go work, I fear. Even though my job is killing me right now. I need a new job. You could stay here and enjoy my company. Oh, wait, did I? And enjoy my company, okay. I feel like that doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I am just processing things wrong. I do that a lot. Oh, actually, I should ask, are you okay with meat for dinner? I can make something else for you if that's not your preference. As long as it's not my cat. I mean, I'm personally okay with meat. Oh, okay. You'll be having the same dinner as me then. Michael pattered about the small kitchen with an almost giddy excitement. He put on a pair of... Let's see. Okay. I don't want to kick out Gio because Gio is the one that recommended it. But Gio, I will say, a lot of this game is new for a lot of people. So if you want to share your experience maybe after we play this playthrough, if you can just kind of wait on your spoilers, because I really want to keep you in here. But I want other people and also me to experience this for the first time. Thank you, I love you! He put on a pair of knitted oven mitts, humming as he stooped down and pulled out a steaming tray of pie from the wood stove. The smell. It filled out the kitchen in an instant as he brought it to the table, my stomach rumbling louder in response. Oh! He's so cute! This is so cute. Oh my god, the little braid in his hair. I love this. I'm pretty sure Michael could hear it, but he just smiled as he served up our portions. He discreetly cut me a bigger piece, which I was grateful for. It looked so good. I guess. I don't know if I am vibing with that right now or not. The crust was a nice golden color, streaked with crisp lines and garnish. The meat and veggie filling looked absolutely delectable. The savory sauce leaking onto the plate. My mouth was watering, unsurprising considering the fact that I haven't eaten all day. Careful now, it's still hot. Sorry, yo. Anyways, it was fair advice, but I didn't wait more than 2 blows before biting into my first forkful. Ah! It was definitely way too hot to eat straight from the oven. Bro, calm down. Calm down. Michael kept a polite expression, the corner of his mouth lifting as I panted with the piece still in my mouth. Eh! He gave me a few seconds to recover, elbow planted on the table. Is it good?
Nice.
I would say so. I nodded vigorously, even though my buds were burning. I couldn't taste anything.
Baba Booey.
He laughed. It's usually better on the second bite. I slowed down, hand on my mouth as Michael poked his fork into his own slice. I tentatively blew on the pie to make sure it was cool before taking another bite. He was right. The second bite was a lot better. The seasoned potato crust was nice and crisp on top. Oh, I do love a good potato. Cheesy and creamy in the middle. Oh my god!
Nice.
I love potatoes. The savory meat filling was well cooked and bursting with flavor. Every bite felt like home. My host watched me enjoy the meat from across the table. Do you like it? A little. Yeah, this tastes amazing, Michael. He flushed from the compliment, rubbing the back of his neck. What is happening in the chat? I'm glad. I like to think of myself as a decent cook. Oh, once again, his little awkward smile. So cute. But I've never been able to get anyone else's opinion on that. How long have you been alone, bro? Do you like baking in particular? Not always. I usually go for simple dishes, with any ingredients available. I nodded amicably. Amicably? I forget how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry! Though I didn't say much else. I was more focused on scarfing down dinner, which thankfully Michael didn't seem to mind. The overall atmosphere was nice and homely, and I could hear Michael tapping his feet from underneath the table. I guess he was that happy to have someone stay for dinner? It did seem like he lived alone, judging from the surroundings in his cabin. So, I'm kind of curious. He perked up instantly, his focus solely on me. What made you want to live all the way out here? Oh boy is sweating. Ooh. Well, when you look like me, it's kind of easier to just live out of sight from everyone else. How old is this dude? Bro. Ari, I don't know what's happening in the chat. I also didn't look at it for a few minutes, and there's so much happening. A pang of guilt shot through my chest. I was giving him a hard time about how he looked too. He must have sensed it clear as day on my face. Not that you're one of them. You've actually been nicer than most. Though I wonder if... His smile turned strained. Never mind. My point is, it's better here than anywhere else. Why don't you try the tea, Firefly? I mean, I do kind of really vibe with the nickname. That's so cute. Hi, Bubba! How are you? This is love interest today. So far, I'm vibing, even though he keeps controlling our mind, which he does not have to. Like, I am a willing participant. If he would just give me a chance. He seemed uncomfortable now, easing into a different topic. It's probably best to follow along. Oh, sure. I reached out towards my mug, only to push it off the edge with my clumsy fingers. Ugh, Jestars, what are you doing? You clumsy! Wait! I bent over the side to grab it, fully expecting it to fall just out of reach and land on the floor into broken pieces. It never did. Is bro magical, too? Ah! He's got a tail! I'm gonna take a sip while we admire this. That is a solid tale. Loving this whole mushroom concept. I love where they went with his design. I think it's so cute. Instead, a long green appendage was twisted around the ceramic mug, securely keeping it in place. Not even a drop had fallen out. My eyes trailed over the length of it until I pinpointed that it came from behind Michael, the rest of it partially hidden beneath his cardigan. Michael? Is that yours? I... Michael buried his face in his hands, the strange appendage from before lowering to his side, mug and toe. Oh, bro looks so sad. Wait, where's my sad music? He looks so sad. It's okay. I like tails. Tails are cute. Don't be embarrassed about your tail. I'm sorry that I forced you to come out by dropping my mug. That was inconsiderate of me. But I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge. Especially when we are getting into Pride Month. Like, this is not the time. I'm welcoming with open arms, my dude. We are here, and we are queer. Always, forever and always. Michael buried his face in his hands, the strange appendage from before lowering to his side, mug and toe. I'm sorry, Justars. I think it's time I was honest. Face reveal! Face reveal! I love a good monster. I love a good little monster. He lifted his head, fingers carding his hair back to reveal his eyes. I froze as two, no, multiple pairs of irises stared right into mine before darting to the side and avoiding my gaze. I know it's a lot to take in, but this is who I really am. Right on time for June. I'm so proud of you, Michael. You did it. Listen, I know it wasn't easy. I know you had to contemplate it. You had to mind control me a few times. But, you know, you really stood up for yourself. And wow. Can we get some congratulations in the chat, Michael, for coming out? I'm so proud of you. So proud of you, bro. Please don't be scared. I'm not scared. If anything, I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued. Freak out! No. Remain calm, because he's just a dude. Oh, I did not save. Should I have saved? I'm so traumatized by that freaking Jax route. Bro, I'm telling you. Anyways, but I'm gonna remain calm because we are vibing. Anyways, we're having a great time with you, Michael. I really appreciate it. I swallowed audibly, willing myself to not look away. He seemed to be holding his breath as I gripped the edge of the table. Jestar, calm down. Stop being so dramatic. He's just a dude. Calm down. It felt unsettling every time he blinked those eyes in succession, even when he wasn't looking at me. Was it real? It had to be. Everything about him suddenly made so much more sense. The isolation, the avoidant behavior. He looked freaky, yes, but he also looked sad. I mean, once again, how long has bro been here alone? That's so sad. I swallowed thickly. Me every single day because my allergies are murdering me, including today. Save me. I'm not scared. Michael's many pupils blew wide, dilating like an excited wildcat. Sorry, I can read. Speaking of eyes dilating, I got my eyes dilated on Tuesday, and I really wanted to do a stream that day, but then I had a headache because everything was blurry and lights hurt. So I'm very grateful I took that day off work because I bed rotted so hard. It sent a shiver up my spine. Oh, okay, maybe just a little bit scared. Uh, sorry. Oh, Star, be nice. He hastily grabbed an empty plate and hid behind it, shoulders scrunched up despite his stature. Would it help if I just hide it? I could fix my hair like before if that's what you prefer. No, be who you are for your pride. Anyways, I've been here since you only. Not y'all saying how long you've been here. I'm just a girl. I've just been here for a while. I've been on this planet Earth for almost 25 years in August. That's how long I've been here, personally. His voice was muffled behind the ceramic barrier between us. It was kind of endearing. I slowly reached out to touch his hand, the slight brush of my fingertips making him jump in place. Michael? Yeah? Can you put that down? He slowly lowered the plate. His eyes were still darted to the side, avoiding me. Can you look at me? Oh, so cute! I kind of love him. I kind of really love him. Don't look at me like that. Sorry, I just can't stop looking. This was so awkward. Stars, stop making it awkward. Though nothing, I think, can be as awkward as that scene with Zubul and Annie in the fake bar speakeasy. That was a little traumatizing. His hands were shaking. Me too, buddy. It's the caffeine. I looked down at the mug still floating next to him, hanging on for dear life. I reached over and plucked it straight out of his grasp. Oh, I tentatively took a sip, noticing how Michael was watching me over the rim of the mug. The taste was mildly spicy, with an almost earthly bite to it. I recognized it instantly as ginger tea. Bro, I literally kind of joked about him making us tea, but and I also joked about him making us food, but he has consistently been doing everything that I'm asking for. Why would I want to leave? Sorry, I'm burping. You get my point, though. Why would I want to leave when I'm right where I want to be? It's almost room temperature, but it's still pretty good. Huh? You wanted me to try the tea, right? I like it, so thank you. Oh, I'm glad. Michael relaxed back into his seat, following my lead as I picked up my fork once more. The silence didn't last long as Michael fidgeted. Are you really okay with this? With me? Yes, be who you are for your pride. Do you need me to say it again? Because I will say it. I'm going to have to say it a lot this upcoming month. Be your truest self, y'all. Sorry, I'm sleepy. I gave him a once-over, really taking in his features. It's very different than what I'm used to, but I think I can learn to like it. Is that weird to say? I'm already vibing personally, Justar. So, like it. Hurry up. I mean, you're not bad to look at. Justar, that is a crazy statement to say. That is not the compliment you think it is. Y'all, imagine someone is like, yeah, I look weird, right? And you're just like, you're not bad to look at. I don't think I personally would take that very well. Anyways. It's actually kind of, damn it. What do I say? Oh, the options. Return. Pretty, cool, or hot? I feel cool is the most normal one. Hot is like just you're getting a little freaky here. Pretty, to be fair, he is a little pretty, but I don't know how he would feel about that. Of course Tiff would want me to do hot. Girl, shut up. I know where you live. Fine. Fine, Tiff. I will do what you want, and I will say hot to prove to you that I will. You're hot. Hot? You're not referring to temperature, are you? No, I am not. Oh, he looked confused, but seemed embarrassed anyway. My point is, your appearance shouldn't matter. There we go, Justar. Finally saying what I want you to say. Oh my god. Oh my god, Vix is back? Hi, Vix! Welcome back! Where'd you go? Why am I rubbing my eyes when I have mascara on? Why am I such an idiot? You've been nothing but kind to me so far. I'd be the worst kind of person to judge someone based on how they look. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been telling you, Justar. That's why I've been telling you to get it together. Stop with these offhand compliments, statements. I don't know. Either way, I need Justar to do better. I haven't known you that long, but you seem like a good person. You're fine, Michael. Just fine. Oh, I mean, Justar, I hope you're really saying it like, you're fine, Michael. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I smiled at him. We're fine. I see. He fidgeted some more before nodding, smiling a bit. Thanks, Justars. I'll cherish this moment forever. He beamed at me as he enthusiastically went back to eating his food. That was something. We continued with a bit of small talk, mostly stories about Nicole. About me! Oh yeah, the cat. Speaking of which, where's my cat? Where am I? Or snippets from my personal life. Michael hung on onto every word I said, not bothering to elaborate much about himself despite my burning curiosity. So he's a good active listener is what you're saying. Sorry, I got too excited. I hit my mic. I was so excited. I'm sorry. You know, Michael, I have to say, like, even though the description says you're a yandere, you're kind of hitting all the marks for me right now. Anyways, I could tell he was extremely insecure about his appearance, so it's probably best I keep my questions to myself for tonight. We cleared up the kitchen in relative silence, Michael storing away the rest of the pie as I washed the dishes by the sink. Being out here in this remote cabin, I wondered how he had running water. You know what? That's actually a valid question that I would not personally think of. I've already accepted that this is my life, and we're just gonna have fun. Maybe I'll ask him later. Maybe. We'll see. So, thanks for dinner. Thanks for the company. You're welcome. Oh, and please take the bed tonight. Or we could just sleep in it together. Whoa, who said that? The wind needs to calm down! But, you're my guest and I'm the host. Take the bed, okay? And he's assertive at the right moments. My man. Thank you. All right. I'll be out of your hair first thing in the morning. Michael got quiet, staring at the floorboards. With his hair out of the way, I could finally read his expressions. He did seem upset. Is that okay? I do need your help, though. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna get lost again on my own. His tail flicked behind him. Yeah, I'll bring you home tomorrow morning. No! I heaved a sigh of relief. Thanks, Michael. I'll see you in the morning. Yeah. Good night, Justars. Good night, Michael. He seemed really happy being able to say that. I'm not gonna lie, the Freak Circus has kind of traumatized me for nights in these games because, like, what if I don't actually go to bed and there's actually just going to be a Michael looming over me in the middle of the night? And then I wake up with a weird taste in my mouth. You know, just love Piero, but I'm a little traumatized, just ever so slightly. He seemed really happy being able to say that. I plopped myself down onto Michael's bed, getting comfy beneath the blanket. Michael was gathering some blankets of his own to make a makeshift bed on the floor in front of the fire. Bro don't even have a couch. I thought he was going to sleep on the couch, but he literally only has the bed. That's so sad. Michael was gathering some blankets of his own to make a makeshift bed on the floor in front of the fire. He had an impressive collection of knitted items, a comfortable nest forming in the center of the room. My eyes trailed after his tail, now out in the open as it flicked and swayed, kind of like a cat. I miss Nicole! Y'all, I'm sorry I disappeared for like a week. I'm sorry, life was busy. My mom keeps texting me. Sorry. Now with a full stomach, dozing off came easily. I didn't even realize how tired I was. I listened to the gentle crackling of the fire, my vision darkening. Bye, Gio! Bye! Oh! I'm getting Piero flashbacks! Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of sensed we were gonna get some sleepy time stalking. Good night, Justars. A soft humming invaded my dreams, stirring me awake. Oh god, am I gonna wake up with a weird taste in my mouth? Not again! I blinked my eyes open to unfamiliar surroundings, swaddled in a blanket that clearly wasn't mine. You know what? We survived the first day. I will take it. But where? Oh. I spotted the familiar figure as my host seated on a stool in front of the fire, hands deftly working on the green scarf bundled in his lap. His back was towards me, but I caught glimpses of his fingers as the needle softly clicked between the yarn. He looked incredibly adept at using them, the rhythmic movements almost hypnotic as the fibers wound together in an intricate pattern. I slowly stirred in a sitting position, rubbing at my eyes. The movement quickly caught his attention, ear flicking in my direction before his eyes trained onto me. Are we talking about things we brought to school? Personally, in high school, I would bring a mannequin head and I would put it in the top of my hoodie because I don't know, y'all are younger, so y'all might not know this, but back in like 2016, 2017 era, it was kind of a trend to wear a mannequin head with a hoodie because it kind of looked funny. And so I kind of did that a lot. Anyways. And then I would bring like a mannequin head. Yeah. Yeah. I can post proof in my Discord later because I need to find it. Yeah. That was when I was around your guys' age, and now I'm just an old lady. Anyways, the The movement quickly caught his attention, ear flicking in my direction before his eyes trained onto me. Just like last night, his pupils blew up as we made eye contact. His expression lit up in an instant as he saw me. Jestars, hey! I'm glad you're finally awake. You look so tired. I didn't want to disturb you until you've gotten enough rest. Yeah, more so like you were probably watching me all night. But you know what? That's okay. That's fine. It's not at all creepy. Oh. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Jestars. Did you sleep well? Ooh. Mantif, are you actually 4'11"? I knew you were short, but I'm sorry. I did not just say that. That sounds so mean. I'm sorry. For context, y'all, I'm 5'8". So, sorry. I was still too groggy to answer his question, a yawn slipping out as I stretched. He smiled kindly, a soft chuckle under his breath. Like a baby, then? He pointed over his shoulder to the door besides the fireplace, tilting his head towards it. You can freshen up in the bathroom if you'd like, while I start on making us some food. I'd have eaten breakfast by now, but I'd want you to join me while the food is still hot. How do eggs and toast sound? Depends on how you make your eggs. Because I kind of low-key don't trust the way a lot of people make eggs. But I will say it sounds great. I'm going to trust your cooking skills because you've been alone for a while. Great. I'll see you in the kitchen then. He tucked away his knitting materials and set it aside. He's going to cook for us again? You know, why, Nicole, I mean, not Nicole, just ours, why are you trying to leave? Like, this is everything. Bro hasn't even asked for a penny from you. Like, just, why don't you just stay a guest forever? I think that's so valid. Anyways. Oh, I also have a surprise for you after breakfast. Technically, you're a yandere, so that kind of scares me, even though I'm very intrigued by you. Please let it not be my dead cat. It's not the most exciting surprise, but, just join me when you're ready. Please let it just be something you knit. Please be a cute gift. Please be a cute gift. He ducked into the kitchen without another glance. I could hear his boots thud about the floorboards. Oh, why am I burping? Say me. Cabinets opening and closing in succession in the kitchen. I suppose that's my cue. I rolled out of bed, leaving the warmth of Michael's... Sorry, I heard a weird noise, and that scared me because I thought it came from the game, but I think it was just a car from outside. I got scared! Leaving the warmth of Michael's blankets and trotting over to the door, Michael pointed out. If Vix is too tall, how am I? Like, how intimidating am I? Being 5'8". Stepping inside, I didn't know what I was expecting when he said he had a bathroom, but it was surprisingly spacious. Everything looked like it was carved and polished out of wood. He seemed to have everything you'd find in a modern bathroom. A sink with a cabinet, a shower and a tub, and even a toilet. I don't know how I feel about wet wood. Specifically, toilet wet wood. But anyways, curious, I crept over to the toilet in particular, inspecting it. There wasn't a tank like you'd expect where the water would be stored. Instead, there was a compartment to the side full of sawdust and a scoop. I expected it to have at least a bit of a smell, but it was surprisingly odorless. There was even a roll of toilet paper on the side. It was no flushing system, but it was hygienic, I guess. Michael must have done his research. Does it work like, what, kitty litter? Where it, like, absorbs... You know what? I'm just going to stop questioning it. Walking over to the sink, I stared at the faucet before hesitantly twisting it. I jumped when I heard the rush of water pouring in, swirling in the basin before disappearing to who knows where. Wow. Why am I impressed by a damn functioning bathroom sink? You know what? Assuming that he built this himself, That is pretty impressive. I helped with the dishes last night. I already knew Michael had plumbing. Shaking my head, I finished freshening up and headed to the kitchen. Michael looked up as I entered, a steaming kettle in his hand with 2 empty mugs on the counter. It might have been the lighting, but he was taller than I remembered. Y'all, he heard you guys were short and he decided to grow taller! He's bragging in your face right now. I fear Michael is taking all y'all's height. Sorry, I'm gonna stop. Glancing to the table, I could see he already finished plating up our food. Oh, wow. You almost just farted on your pillow? Man, why didn't you commit? You should fart on your pillow. That sounds great. I'm kidding. You know what? It's fine. Oh, wow, you work fast. Michael looked proud of himself. Can't have my guests stay on an empty stomach. Go on, have a seat. I'll join you in a moment. I returned his smile and sat down, stomach grumbling as I looked at our plates. Once again, Michael was generous with the serving sizes. Oh, I would absolutely devour this. Michael, you did great. Technically, I'm the tallest here because I'm 5'8". So technically, it's me. Or am I not included in this height statistic? Is it because I'm Nicole and I'm not a guest star? Am I not allowed to also be a guest star? Anyways, I'm continuing. Fat slices of bread were toasted perfectly with crisp, buttered sides.
Oh, yeah.
Bright red tomato slices and crisp salad peeking underneath the fluffy eggs. It looked amazingly tantalizing. The smell of savory herbs wafting into my nose. Like I said, I am 5'8". 8. Because I ate. Sorry. My mouth watered. Michael set down a steaming mug beside me before settling into his own seat. Peeking above the rim, I could see small flowers floating above, tinting the water yellow if it faintly smelled of apples. Yeah, I just want to stay here forever. This is great. I recognize the yellow dried pellets of on tea packaging I've seen before. Wait, what did I play? Oh, the Tomodachi Life. I do have some streams on it. I might play it in 2 days. I think that's gonna be the next time I have available, cause I get home a little bit later than normal tomorrow, and then I go in really early on Tuesday. But that means I think I have free time on Tuesday, so I'll probably stream Tuesday night. Oh, chamomile. He nodded. I hope you like it. I like everything you've been making me so far, Michael. I'm having a great time. I'm sure I will. His smile widened, his tail swaying at the tip by his feet. He seemed more relaxed, showing his natural features this morning. Any trace of panic and hesitation from last night were gone, replaced by a look of contentment. Michael bit into his toast, and I followed suit. The food was as delicious as I expected. The chunk of toast I bit into was heavenly. The butter sweet on my tongue. The flavors are melting on my tongue. Does anyone know that meme, or is that just me? Anyways. The tomato and salad provided a nice, crisp balance. And the eggs! Something about simple home-cooked food is just the best. And I will judge people for their eggs. I am telling y'all, I hardly meet someone that can make eggs properly, where they either don't undercook it or overcook it. Most people overcook their eggs, and then they're just dry. Crazy. Wait, why did Tiff hit the jackpot? I don't know why Tiff hit the jackpot, but she deserves it because she is very multi-talented and beautiful. I don't know what jackpot she hit, though. Michael was happy to eat in silence, occasionally looking up at me as I enjoyed my food. He'd smile when our eyes met, his bottom pair narrowing into a happy squint. I wonder if he'd be open to some questions. Hey! Do you mind if I ask? How did you... Hold up. Saving, because I don't trust this. How did you learn to cook? How do you have plumbing in your house? What's it like living in the woods? I'm kind of curious about all of these. Loki? You know what? I feel like we'll learn the most about him this way. What's it like living in the woods? I hope this is not the wrong answer. What's it like living in the woods? I still can't believe how cozy you've managed to make it, considering the whole middle of nowhere thing. It wasn't like this when I found it. No? It was a major, fixer-upper? So the cabin was abandoned. I never would have guessed. Yeah, I'm really happy I get to live somewhere permanent for once. I mean, I'm not surprised, but like, what's your lore? It's not much, but it's home. What's it like? Peaceful, quiet. I do like it a lot. The forest provides me with everything I need. And nobody bothers me for the way I look out here. Bro was bullied hard. I still don't know what you are. Oh, I'm yawning. I still don't know what you are, but I'm sorry, bro. You didn't deserve that. And, his ears twitched slightly. Sometimes you just happen to end up where it's most convenient for you and everyone else. The way he avoided my eyes as he said that gave me the impression there's something more to it. Like his home wasn't just out of convenience, but a fear of something else. Rejection, perhaps? 1, 2, 3, The Amazing Digital Circus is my favorite show. Yes, it's still my current hyperfixation. Don't worry, I'll get another hyperfixation eventually. It comes in waves. Anyways, I don't really have anything else to say about it, unless there's something specific you want to ask. He doesn't think about his answer much before beaming at me. What about you? I know you've told me a little bit about yourself, but what's it like being you? I'm very tired. I'm overworked. I'm being sent to every freaking store in my district because no one wants to work and everyone wants to call out, and there's only so many managers that can go to other stores, and I'm so tired. Anyways, have I seen Murder Drones? I am working on Murder Drones. I'm almost there. I have 2 more episodes to watch, but I've done reactions to the other episodes if you want to look at my past lives. So mostly yes. Yes. Also, scary thought, sad thought. I'm very sorry, we're going on a tangent here real quick. I'm so sad that the Amazing Digital Circus era is coming to an end because this was such a cool part of my life. It's been years since I was active in online spaces, and I got to meet so many wonderful people, including my lovely, beautiful Tiff, because of this show, which is crazy thinking that I only found the show back in October, so not even a full year ago. And I didn't get a ticket to the Thursday showing, but I got a ticket to the Friday showing, which is my next day off. I fear I have work every day until then. But I'm really sad that this era is coming to an end. So I have one of my friends that I dragged and forced her into watching the show after I got obsessed. Hopefully she has the day off too. I need to text her because I think I'm going to drag her over to my house so we can do a full rewatch of the previous episodes. on my projector with my surround sound because I went through a movie hyperfixation era and I was like, no, I need to be able to watch movies on the big screen with surround sound. And by spent, I mean I wasted some money. But it's low-key my favorite thing in the world. So I'm gonna see if I can drag her to come over and rewatch with me. Before we go see the movie on Friday, because I think our showing isn't until 7:30. Um, so yeah, very sad that literally less than a week until I will officially see episode 9. I know that there's the leak out there and I've seen some of it, but you know what? I don't care. I honestly never cared about spoilers that much because either way, I'm just gonna vibe. And the show, no matter how it ends up, it's still gonna hold a special place in my heart because obviously like everything the show was before is still there. I still have so many episodes and parts and characters I love, and that I met so many wonderful people through this show. So I'm like, I don't care how it ends. It's just still special to me, and I'm still gonna spend so much money on merch once I get my financials situated and pay off my dog's freaking vet bill. So anyways, sorry, that was a really wild tangent. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't even been in the fandom for a year, which is crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna continue this because otherwise I'm gonna get trapped reading the comments. But we can talk a little bit after I get through this game or I get to a better pausing point because otherwise I will continue to gap because that is the ADHDer in me. Anyways, continuing. Back to you, Michael. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you for waiting so patiently. I scoffed, waving a hand. Oh, Tiff, you're gonna ask me how my dog's doing. I'm trying to lock in. But this is important. Blackjack is doing fine. He is now being a menace to society again. And he's technically supposed to be on bed rest for like 5 more days. But he doesn't believe in bed rest. And so I'm struggling a bit. But like that just goes to show you he's doing a lot better. Thank God. I am so grateful to the pet neurologist. Yeah, you heard that right, and that's why that bill was so expensive because we had to take him to a vet neurologist to figure out what the heck was wrong with him because he couldn't walk. But I'm so grateful to that team for looking at him. And I need to go to the store and get them like snacks or something because I really want to make like a thank you basket because they were just so wonderful and I'm so grateful for them. So thanks for reminding me to go do that. Anyways, I'm returning to Michael. Anyways, please, I'm the least interesting person in this room. Trust me. Oh, he got closer. Oh my God. His eyes were shining in earnest as he leaned forward. Tell me anyway. Well, I told him about my life, at least the parts I was comfortable with sharing. Just like last night, his eyes didn't leave my face, occasionally darting about my features and interest. The direct, ogling? I'm sorry. There are certain words that I only read in fan fictions. I don't actually pronounce them out loud a lot. Was making me nervous, but I suppose I was doing the exact same thing when it was his turn to talk. Eventually, I come to the topic of my job and the woes of living in modern capitalism. Yeah, I've made so many frappuccinos in the last week. I'm so tired. No more frappuccinos, please. Take me away. I am a bit jealous. You have the whole cottagecore aesthetic practically perfect. His face morphed into a confused pout. Cottagecore? I explained it to him in my own words. Oh, you're saying you want to live the way I do? Out in the woods? Low-key? The queer in me is screaming for it every single day. Would love to find someone. Random tangent again. My younger cousin came and visited me at work earlier, and she was like, you should go out with me and my friends to go out clubbing. I'm turning 25 in a few months and I've still not gone to a club because I am so introverted. But then and everyone was talking about going to Pride Festival stuff and I'm like, oh, that sounds so overwhelming. But then I realized I'm never going to be able to find someone to date if I never leave my house. And so I'm in a dilemma. So I think I'm going to have to leave my house a few times this month, guys. Wish me luck. Otherwise I'm going to be single forever. That's fine. At least I have Michael. At least I have Michael and Pierrot and Jackson, Ragatha, and Pomnia and Gangle and Zubul. And the one dude that I forgot his name in The Kid in the Back before he got beheaded. I nodded without hesitation. I mean, I wouldn't mind showing you the ropes. Ooh. His tone seems strangely, what is it? Lidded? Lidded? What do you mean? Never mind. Anyways, I don't get what the appeal is, but it's not easy either, you know. The forest provides, but it's up to me to make use of it. Starting out was a dark look crossed over his face then, as if relieving a bitter memory. Rough. But I'm built for survival. Oh, his little wig is so cute! I feel like asking him to elaborate would make things awkward. I decided to veer the topic into a different direction. Doesn't it get lonely? Sometimes, but I'm used to it. I'm sad again! This is so sad! I'm sorry, Michael. I'm so sorry. He smiled, his eyes lighting up. Besides, I have you at the moment, don't I?
Oh, yeah.
That you do. That you do. I never thought I enjoy having someone around. You must be really special. Yeah, I was told that a lot growing up. Specifically by doctors. Anyways, continuing. Oh, options. I was not expecting that. Saving. Jax's route once again traumatized me so much. No, I don't want to quit. No. I want to return. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Oh, are these just the other questions? Do I get to ask all of them? That's great. How do you have plumbing in your house? I know it's a silly question, but I can't stop thinking about it. Oh, you were wondering about that? The embarrassed look on my face was probably enough of an answer. Oh, well, it's nothing fascinating. You're right! His name was Crow! I'm sorry, Crow. Anyways, yeah, we got Crow, and then Crow got beheaded. I do need to do another run-through of Kid at the Back, now that I think I understand the game mechanics, and I'm supposed to keep the balance between the two characters and not heavily favor one. So, I've learned my lesson, and I will eventually return to it. But not now, because right now we are focused on Michael. Well, it's nothing fascinating. It's just rainwater I've got stored above the cabin. Just rainwater? He nodded. I detected a hint of pride as he continued. I know, Crow was so sweet, and then he got beheaded. That was crazy. That was a crazy live. I know I read all the content warnings, but I was still not mentally prepared. And we never even met the dude that murdered us. You know? Like, what? Yeah, no, I do need to replay that game. At least, like, from the earlier point. I might speed run the beginning. To save my voice. It's actually a recent installment, believe it or not. Granted, the project took a while. Gathering materials, figuring out the tools, finding the right instruction manuals. Plus, I had to figure out where to store the water tank. And don't worry, I installed a filtration system, so it's safe for us to use. I check in every few weeks to make sure nothing's contaminated. That sounded daunting. Did y'all actually cry when you played like Kid at the Back? Because honestly, I was just shocked. I was just so taken aback. But yeah, that kissing scene. High key, actually. Anyways, that sounded daunting, especially considering he lived all the way out here in the woods. You did all that on your own? I kind of had to. Anyway, it took a whole lot of calibrating and adjusting, but it really worked out. And now that I think about it, I'm glad you get to be comfortable here during your stay too. Does that answer your question? Do I pry? I kind of want to pry. Where'd you learn to do all that? I had to figure out a lot of things on my own. There was a faint hint of exhaustion in his eyes. But to answer your question, I go to libraries a lot. Better than me! The last time I went to a library, I think was like... Actually, I remember it was 3 years ago for a store meeting. And then I think before that, to actually check out a book was like 10 years ago. Reading and me do not get along. Here's your high five. Boom! Okay, let's not talk about the string of saliva. Stop, y'all. Stop distracting me. Stop. My PTSD is getting triggered. Oh, Crow. Things were so great. And then he got beheaded. Anyways. It's where I learned about a majority of things. The fact that he even ventured into buildings at all already surprised me. How do I live without a library? I have Archive of Our Own, AO3. That's how. And if I'm real lucky, they have all of these neat DIYs and workshop manuals archived for anyone to browse through. It took a while to figure everything out. A really long time, actually. But hey, I had nothing but time. That's good, because I feel like I have no time lately. And it paid off. It very much did. Can you actually come fix, my clothes washer in my house right now? Because our washer is broken and I have so much dirty laundry. That would be great. Thank you. I'm considering upgrading the toilet next, but for now I'm composting. The composting setup works fine. Learned about that in an old camping guide. He paused to take a breath as if he hadn't talked this much in a while. I'm rambling, but that's how I did it. I'm also rambling, Michael. We are a match made in heaven. Oh, you gotta go? Thank you for being here. We'll miss you. Goodbye. Is there anything else you want to ask? Wait, you've been to libraries? His ears perked up, posture straightening. Oh, he looks so happy. That's so cute. Oh, yeah. I can't tell you enough how much books have helped me. I've made it this far only because I quickly figured out how to read. That's great. I can hardly read. I'm struggling every day. Well, figured out that I can read. Do you visit often? In my early days? Any chance I could get. What's an early day? What do you consider an early day? Nowadays I stick to my side of the forest, though. Gotta make sure people don't wander too far off than they're meant to. I paused in my chewing at the, teasing lit in his voice. Hey! I'm joking. Anyways, if you're wondering what I do about this, he gestured towards his face. I just have to make sure everything's covered. Don't hide yourself! Show yourself! Sorry. You'd be surprised how little people pay attention to me when I bundle up just right. Do people not give you trouble? He shrugged nonchalantly. Small town libraries are usually so empty from my experience. And people just mind their own business there. Oh, I guess that's true. I can't remember the last time I visited a library. I guess libraries would be Michael's equivalent to the World Wide Web. You forgot I'm adult. I am a full adult, y'all. That's why I'm y'all's internet mom. I have a full-time job. And technically, I was still going to school last semester, and then I decided that my associates was enough, and I got diagnosed properly with my ADHD. So I'm still kind of figuring out life with that. But it's great. It's great. Taylor, you're 9. I really hope your mom is aware of the content you are watching. Please get your mom's permission to be here. Please. I should introduce him to the internet sometime. Actually, maybe not. Not without parental controls. Finally satisfied, I nodded and went back to eating my food. How did you learn to cook? Cottage pie is a pretty complicated recipe. I just wonder if anyone taught you how to cook. I'd be lucky if someone could teach me how to make boiled eggs. If someone could teach me how to make boiled eggs, Firefly. I make a solid boiled egg. I actually prefer them soft boiled. Because that stuff wears real good. So if you need a nice solid soft boiled egg, I got you. Because I don't want no dry hard boiled egg. But it was trial and error mostly. My earlier endeavors were pretty much inedible. Did you explode an egg? This is my warning to y'all to never put an egg in a microwave. It will explode. Just saying. I don't speak from personal experience. I would never. Anyways, I picked up a thing or two about cooking though, so your taste buds aren't going to fall victim to any nasty creations, like in my early days at least. Speaking of, did you enjoy dinner last night? Of course I did. You're a really good cook, Michael. I'm glad. It probably wasn't obvious, but I'm really happy I got to cook for you. You do not want an album of stuff sung by me. I will give Nicole Lordrop, and that I do have a Smule account that I do fear I am active on and have been active on for 7 years. And only 2 people know about it. Otherwise, my Smule account stays hidden. Cause we don't need songs sung by me. We don't need people hearing that. I don't get guests often, in case you couldn't tell. I should ask you to cook for me every day then. He grinned at my joke, looking pleased. I'd be happy to. I chuckled as I took another bite. So, what's your favorite thing to cook? He lit up at the question. Fried mushroom. Fried mushrooms? Yeah. There's plenty to find, and it's easy to make. I don't like mushrooms. Y'all know about my account, but you don't know my Smule account though. You don't know my username. So I tell people about it, but but you can't find it. Hopefully. If y'all ever find it, don't dox my Smule account. Please do not dox my Smule account. Please. I do remember finding a patch of mushrooms yesterday. Tiff is probably busy doing stuff and has me in the background. She is probably still here. She is one of my best lurkers. Anyways, they smelled pretty funky though. You remember that? What was that? Nothing. Anyways, mushrooms were the only thing I had for a while, before figuring out I could eat other stuff like roots and veggies. Do you forage all your ingredients? Mostly. The times I figured out how to catch fish and hunt game were the best of my life, I'll tell you that. Bro would do great in the Hunger Games is what it's sounding like. My first taste of meat? He did an awkward version of a chef's kiss, as if mimicking something he saw on television once. Mamma Mia! He's doing his best. Was he trying to say Mamma Mia? Mamma mia, here I go again. He continued before I could even dwell on it for a second longer. But nothing beats what you humans are able to make. You guys go nuts with ingredients. Rice was a challenge. It's a precious ingredient since I have to actually get some from a store, but once I figured out how to make it nice and fluffy, I consider it a special treat. I love a thing of rice. I could always have a solid bowl of plain rice. It is so good. I did a double take. You go to the store? Yeah, I mean, he just said he goes to the library, just are, so, like, that's, like, not too far out there, I fear. Where else would I get it? I thought you would grow it yourself or something. Just are, I don't know if the climate is fit for rice. Also, I don't know if bro has a rice plant, so, calm down, calm down. He laughed as I flushed in embarrassment. It's flattering you think I'm even capable of something that impressive, but no. There's only so much the forest can provide. But what about money? We're talking about human currency, right? Otherwise, how would you even... Oh, bro probably mind controls them. Like, if someone's like, you're stealing, he's probably like, no, I ain't. And they're like, you know what? You're right. Have a nice rest of your day. Do you actually have a job? A thought occurred to me. Or did you steal it? Yeah, no, I think he stole it. He almost looked offended. Do you take me for a criminal? A little bit. Kind of. No. But that would mean, then, how? Michael bit into his toast, his eyes winking in mischief. I have my ways, Firefly. I love this Oh, I'm sorry, I hit my mic again. I, love this nickname, Firefly. It's so cute. What's that supposed to mean? I'm starting to know a lot more about Michael. He didn't directly say it, but it felt like he was lonelier than he was letting on. Not to mention how he managed to make a home for himself all on his own. I had to wonder if he had anyone at all. Oh, is Taylor leaving? Good night, Taylor. Get a good sleep. Good night, good night, good night. Do you have any family around? Family? His expression turned solemn for a moment before he looked sheepish. Remind me how that works again? I get the concept based on some books I've read. Oh, Taylor was joking. Never mind. I don't have what you call parents, if that's what you're asking. Then how did you come into existence? I have more questions I would like to be answered. My mouth dropped open in shock. No parents? He shrugged and took another bite of toast. Not that I recall. Then how did... It cut me off again. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like when it cuts me off. What's that like? Living with so many people like you in such close proximity? Huh? That's how it works, right? You and other humans living in one house? Kind of, not really. And you have this, Denna thing that makes you relate to the rest? What? That's what makes a family, right? Was he talking about DNA? I guess. Yes and no. His definition threw me off, but I had to answer somehow. Not just that. Family is... Oh, is someone leaving? Someone's leaving. I think people are leaving. If there's anyone leaving that I miss, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I will see you guys around on the flip side if there is anyone leaving. Okay, what is a family? People you're related to, like your mom and your dad and your siblings and relatives. Yes and no. People that you love and care about, who love and care about you too. Yes. Actually, I guess they are just people you live with in close proximity to, whether by choice or not. For me, personally, I would lean more towards the second option because, yes, you have like your family you're related to, but I also believe family is very much led by the heart as well. So I'm gonna say, hold up, let me save before I talk way too much. I'm gonna say people that you love and care about, who love and care about you too. He seemed intrigued. Is that so? That does sound nice. Is there anyone that you love and care about? Yeah, my cat! Of course I do. I have a family. Yeah, I love my friends. Mm, no. That is my save. Um, hmm. Uh, I don't know if this matters. Of course I do. I have a family. Yeah, I love my friends. Mm, I'm so indecisive. You know what? I love my friends. That's valid. Your friends can be considered family too? Yeah, I don't see why we have to be related to be family. I even consider my cat family. Yep, true. Oh, and this is the same for all families? I bit my lip, pondering the question. Probably not. It would be naive to think that. A lot of families do love and take care of one another, but not everything's perfect. Sometimes that love can be misplaced or taken advantage of or even abused. Michael looked thoughtful. No, I don't have any mods. Uh, so it starts with love? I've read some stories about that. Love, I mean, those certain feelings just don't make sense to me, at least from a reader's perspective. I guess you'd have to experience it for yourself to understand. He stared at me unblinking for a moment. Yeah, you might be right. I never considered that. But then again, who would bother loving a monster like me, huh? What? You're not a monster. I look like one, don't I? No! You're just a baby. You're just a little mushroom boy. Don't say that. Don't say that. That's besides the point. You're not denying it though. I just did though. Like maybe not just Star didn't, but I did. I denied it. I'm just. Oh, he cut me off again. It's okay. Tiff, I did consider it. However, I know you're locked into other stuff. So what's the point of you modding if you're locked into stuff? You get me? You get me. So I know you are working on other stuff right now, girl. Get your certification. It's okay. You don't have to lie to me. So, family? Right. To be fair, everyone's definition of family could be different. What about you? What's your definition of family? Michael looked surprised I asked him that question. I don't know. I've never had one, and I think your answer just confused me more. Well, if you ever figure it out, let me know. Michael stared at the remaining crumbs on his plate before he nodded, avoiding my gaze. Sure. We both felt quiet, the long conversation blanketing us in a comfortable silence. All this family talk, it reminded me of the reason why I'm out here in the first place. To look for my beloved cat! My cat! A sight I might never be able to see again! I couldn't help the sinking feeling in my chest, the growing pit in my stomach. I wish I was able to find Nicole! Here's my rendition of that one song from the Polar Express. Where are you, Nicole? Why can't I find you? Why have you gone away? Thank you. We would sing that every time our coworker Gabby what's not in the store because stuff would always tend to go wrong when Gabby was not working. And so we would sing that a lot. And so I really cherish that song. Oh my god, Ari's back! Hi! I wish I was able to find Nicole. You would have loved her. Michael opened his mouth to say something, but changed his mind. His voice warbled? I've never seen that word. As a lump formed in my throat. Sorry. You sent art? I'm sorry, y'all. Ari be cooking with some stuff that she posts, so I gotta pause. Because I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Girl! You are crazy! You are crazy! Can I show it to the camera? Am I allowed to do that? For anyone that's not in the Discord? Can I show your art? Thanks. I'm gonna continue until Ari gives me her hopeful permission. I just miss her so much. I keep thinking if I just went looking for her sooner, maybe I would have been able to find her by now. He was quick to speak up. You did your best, Firefly. No one could have gone to the lengths that you did. You almost risked getting yourself... Getting myself what? Getting myself what? That sounds sus! I'm sure wherever she is, she's doing okay. You really think so? I know so. His voice was laced with confident assurance, despite the worried look on his face. I can show it? Okay, hold up. I need to see my camera. So, I don't... Hopefully it will... Come on. I need to... It's kind of hard. Can you see it? Isn't Ari so talented, guys? It's so beautiful. Look at him. Look at little Michael. It's so cute. I am going to add that to my folder. I am saving that forever and always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Once again, I do have a folder to hoard everything that everyone has made in relation to my streams. Because it is like my favorite thing in the world. And I never want to lose any of that. So I need to put that in my folder later. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. I nodded with a quiet sniff. I hope so. She's just important to me is all. Michael looked like he wanted to reach across the table for me, but sighed instead. Actually, I'm sorry, Just Stars. I should tell you. Tell me what? Tell me what? Maybe I do have family now that I think about it. That was the surprise I mentioned before. Wait, really? He nodded. Are you done? I could take you to go meet them right now. Okay. I looked down at my plate. During the conversation, I didn't even realize I'd finished the meal. Yeah, I'm done. His movements were quick, stacking our empty plates and mugs and setting them in the sink. He grasped my hand before I could say another word, pulling me up and heading outside with me in tow. I'm getting scared, I'm getting scared, I'm getting scared! Where are we getting dragged? As the door swung open, I could only see Forrest ahead, before he tugged me along as he rounded the side of the cabin. Almost immediately, my peripherals were assaulted with greens on both sides. I figured he was the type to grow his own vegetables, but to see it in person as confirmation was a whole different thing. With Michael leading the way, I only had a moment to take in the surrounding garden. He had marked the different plots with messy drawings on a small wooden signs jutting out of the dirt. Carrots, lettuce, potatoes, trellises of tomatoes and beans. Oh, is the garden his family? Hopefully. I'm sorry for being scared if the garden's your family, sir. I wouldn't have been able to differentiate one plant from another without the signs. Even the chamomile from our tea was just now grew abundant close by, the small buds swaying gently. I bumped into Michael as he suddenly stopped, the man looking over his shoulder to beam at me. We reached what looked like a fenced-off area with a bit of netting stretching all around. I got chickens? He stepped aside, watching me as my eyes widened. It is chickens! I freaking knew it! Freaking knew it. Wow, I'm so smart. I low-key just blurted that out. He eats them, doesn't he? Probably not. Because then he wouldn't have egg supply. I don't know, we'll see. 3 fat, happy little hens strutted about like they owned the place. As he entered through the gate, the hens swarmed over in an instant at Michael's feet, circling him and pecking at his boots. Ladies, meet just us! Thank you, thank you. So nice to be here, y'all. So nice to be here. These are Mawar, Sansuyu, and Primrose. I probably butchered those names. Or as I like to call them, Marmar, Sunny, and Rosie. Cute, cute, cute. Valid. Love that. He ducked to pick one up, fluffing up her feathers as he smiled. He gently scratched the hen's little head, which I assumed was Rosie. If you need to sleep, you should sleep. I'm also getting very tired. So I think hopefully if we don't die on this day, I think there's still one more day of gameplay, but I'll probably pause and go to bed because I have work at 8:30 in the morning. So if you need to sleep, you guys should sleep. And once again, this video will save and you can always go back and watch the end for anything that you miss out on. Do. So I'm just saying. She practically melted at his pampering, eyes sliding shut. The other two flapped their wings in a huff and went about their business once more. Michael leaned closer, beckoning me to pet Rosie. She was so soft. I love chickens. I want to pet a chicken. I haven't gotten to hold or pet a chicken in so long. Rosie's the oldest. She doesn't lay eggs anymore, but I couldn't bring myself to, Okay, so he doesn't eat them. Okay. You know. So I brought her some friends. Marmar came first. Sunny's a more recent addition. What do you think? Do we make a good family? Yes, you do. I laughed and nodded, watching as Rosie nuzzled into Michael's chest. I didn't expect chickens of all things. Were you expecting something else? I mean, I was a little sus, I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting it to be someone else. Oh. No. When you look like me, people generally don't stick around. There's that negative self-talk again. You don't even look that bad. Just ours, once again, the backhanded compliment. Once again, stick with what you said earlier. You look hot, dude. And I will say that again with full confidence. Because that's exactly what Tiff would want me to say. His eyes flickered to mine, a look of pleasant surprise crossing his face. You really think so? Yeah? You can't be that naive, Firefly. I mean it. He let out a polite scoff as he scratched Rosie's head absently. You genuinely believe people wouldn't run away at the sight of me? I mean, I wouldn't. And I feel like a lot of people wouldn't because cosplay culture is a very big thing. And I think most people would actually find this very cool. So yeah. Well, I didn't. His smile turned smug, the corner of his lips lifting just a bit. Of course you didn't. Because you couldn't. Shoot! He wasn't wrong! Oh my god, just ours. Just ours. Like, be real. Just because you might not be into it, there's plenty of people that are, including me. So, get out of my way. I was pretty much paralyzed in his bed when we first met. But I still don't think you look that bad. Is that so? Describe me then. What? Oh, I hate describing people. I'm the worst at it. I don't process people, like, in how they look physically. I feel like no one believes me, but I really don't look at people's appearance like that. Ugh. Look at me and describe what you see. For a second, I thought he was being condescending, but looking at his eyes, all I could see was a bit of playfulness. He looked at me expectantly, eyes shining. You're Tall? Go on. You have blonde hair. He gave an amused squint, his left ear twitching. What else? You have green skin and a tail. He chuckled, though there was no malice in it. But that's not all, is it? He definitely expected me to say it straight. Or say it gay. We're only an hour and a half until Pride Month where I am. Let's go! Oh, fine. So you don't look human. So what? He hummed absently. As I was saying, animals genuinely don't care if you look like a monster. My heart twisted at his words. His passive nonchalance somehow makes it even worse. Michael, you're not a Oh, I got cut off. A tug at my shoelace caught my attention. Oh, baby! A light brown hen stood at my feet, her beady eyes shining. Sunny flapped her wings almost expectantly. Oh, I think she likes you. Go ahead, pick her up. Gently, like how I did with Rosie. Please, I would love to hold a chicken. I haven't held one in so long, and I love chickens. Oh, are people leaving again? Goodbye! I hesitated, but slowly lowered myself to cup Sunny by her wings. Lifting her up, she was quick to nestle herself until she was comfortably tucked under my arms. I could feel her wings wiggling as she nuzzled into my side. So cute! Michael's gaze softened as I cooed at the chicken, mimicking her small clucks. So, did it help? Cheering you up, I mean. Oh, so that's what this is. A fuzzy feeling bloomed in my chest as he looked at me, chicken in his arms and concern on his face. A little bit, yeah. Only a little? I snickered, rolling my eyes. Okay, mister. A lot. That's more like it. His proud grin was infectious. Oh, thank you for being here. I'm sorry. I will try to keep doing more lives so then that way people get a chance to join and I will do more stuff. I promise. I just have a bit of a crazy week this week. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. We spent a bit more time with the hens, petting them until they were satisfied. Michael even showed me the spot where they like to have their dust baths, little chicken-shaped holes scattered about in the dry soil underneath the coop. Once the gals had enough of us, we refilled their water container before leaving. He left them some treats, procuring them straight out of his pockets before shutting the gate. The girls' excited chatter over the food faded as we made our way back inside his cabin. I sat by his bed as he crouched down by the fireplace. From the window, I could see the sun outside was getting higher. It might be close to afternoon now. Oh my god, we're only in afternoon! Oh my god! Hey, Michael! He looked up from me from where he was stroking the fire. I rubbed my arms, unsure where to place my gaze. I think it's a good time for me to go now. I didn't... Oh, is this where it starts getting weird? I'm getting a little nervy. My expression fell, but I caught myself quickly. He'd done his best to cheer me up. It will be inconsiderate towards him to leave in a bad mood. I might have to accept that I'll never see Nicole again. I think it's better if I focus on moving on. No! I'm cooked! I'm dead! Nicole is no more. I am with the heavens now. Rest in peace, Kitty Nicole. There was no here, kitty, kitty. It was just dead, kitty, kitty. Rest in peace. Anyways. He was quiet for a moment, hands in his pocket. If you say so. But you don't have to leave just yet. We've still got plenty of daylight left, and there's some places I want to show you. Oh my god, we're about to go on a date? Won't you come with me? I had to decide. Oh my god. That scared me. I hate things like that. Bro, I was gonna say yes. You didn't have to do that. I promise they'll take you home right after. I'm a little scared now. I'm a little scared. He took another step towards me. Oh my god. I'm a little scared of you now, dude. I don't like when you're taking my full autonomy like that. It's a little freaky. I would have said yes. Please, Firefly. I didn't want to say it, but he looked desperate. Okay. I'll go with you. The joy on his face was shining bright as a billboard. Great. Let me get our stuff. He disappeared into the kitchen, returning with my backpack in one hand and a satchel in the other. What was that? The thing didn't give me a chance to choose. It was like saying, like, he was like, can't you stay a bit longer? And it was like, no or yes. But then the options clicked away. And, like, I think he mind controlled it. Because I didn't get to actually choose. And so it jumped ahead and it scared me. He disappeared into the kitchen, returning with my backpack in one hand and a satchel in the other. He passed it to me as he walked by towards the front door. Huh, I almost forgot I had this. Riffling through my bag, I found cat treats, Nicole's collar, a broken compass, and my phone. The battery was dead, though. Still, that's one less thing to worry about. I checked through my bag once more, finding an empty water bottle. I frowned, distinctly remembering I forgot to pack water for my trip. Or at least, Michael told me I did. Didn't I? Oh, so were we getting mind controlled from the beginning? And I didn't even know? You ready? I think... Oh my god. Why do you have a crossbow? Okay. I looked up at Michael, startling when I spotted the large crossbow in his hands. He followed my gaze and shrugged, a bit with a nervous smile like he'd been caught doing something he shouldn't be. He quickly strapped the weapon to his back and out of sight. Don't worry, I'm not going to use it unless necessary. I would hope not. He chuckled at my indignant tone. You think I'm going to let you out into the woods without guaranteeing your safety? I made a promise to get you home, so this is just an extra precaution. You don't think it's a bit much? Better safe than sorry, Firefly. He did have a point. If anyone knew these woods and the kind of danger it held, it'd be Michael. I glanced over him again, noticing he changed his oversized cardigan for something more outdoor appropriate. His eyes tracked mine, his shoulders stiffening as a tint spread across his face. Shall we? He opened the door and waved me out. I guess. You didn't give me a choice, and I would have said yes. Ugh. I stepped outside to glance around his front yard. The landscape wasn't anything special. It was actually left quite plain, just thick with trees and foliage. Only paths of dirt and flattened grass clued me in the routes Michael would use as he comes and goes, webbing in all directions, trailing to the front door. Come to think of it, anyone passing through would be able to spot Michael's house if they squinted through the trees carefully enough. I guess he was right that nobody walked through the area in years. I heard a lock turn before Michael joined me by his side. He smiled wide before tipping his head in a direction, making sure I was behind him before he started walking. I was hesitant, but followed suit. It was quiet as we traveled, save for the sounds of nature calling out around us. The weather was bright and warm, the sun casting pretty rays through the gaps in the trees. No, Tiff, you're leaving me! Y'all all leaving me! No! No, I'm sad. It's okay, I'm getting tired too. I'm gonna get to a pausing point soon, because I'm also sleepy. Thank you guys for being here with me as I played this game I've never played before, and meeting Michael with me. It makes me so happy to experience this together with you guys. I appreciate and I love you. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to continue. But I will hopefully see you guys soon. Tiff, I will talk to you soon. I love you. The weather was bright and warm, the sun casting pretty rays through the gaps in the trees. I had to admit, enjoyable as it was, the bird calls and the bird calls and rustling of leaves as we walked somewhat brought bad memories. Yesterday was miserable. I was lost, tired, and hungry. There was a chance I wasn't going to make it out alive. I watched Michael's back as he led the way, the man barely passing any mind to his surroundings. His ear would occasionally flick back in my direction, but overall he seemed confident on where to go. Having Michael as my guide home was definitely a great assurance. It made me even more grateful he found me when he did. I sighed and shook off the negative feelings, keeping pace while appreciating the fresh air. Where to go? I stepped up next to my companion, willing my voice to speak after plenty of silence. This is actually kind of nice. A good old nature walk? I coughed in my fists, feeling embarrassed. I don't go outside as often as I should. Oh, I fear that's very true. But to be fair, it's because I don't have time. Michael smiled kindly. I'm glad I get to bring you then. Yeah, feels different when you know where you're going. Actually, where are we going? He sensed my nervousness and laughed. Don't worry, we're almost there. I looked up and saw it before he even pointed it out. A clearing in the distance, the trees growing strangely sparse in that area. I held my breath as I noticed the grass slowly started to dot with flowers, delicate blooms swaying here and there in the breeze. As we got closer, Michael watched me as my mouth dropped open, a knowing twinkle in his eyes. It was breathtaking. A secluded little meadow of flowers, lit up by beams of light, making the scenery resemble a page from a forgotten fairy tale. Butterflies, flitted about in pairs. What? Did I read that right? I don't know. Their wings flickering and complementing the surreal yet enchanting ambiance of this whole place. Michael let me gawk some more before walking ahead, turning to face me before sitting down to relax on the grass. He slipped off his satchel and laid it on the grass by his side with his crossbow. I blinked out of my stupor and approached him, spinning around to drink everything in before plopping myself down next to him. So, what do you think? Pretty, isn't it? Oh, he's so pretty. I nodded dumbly before finally glancing to face him, the man's gaze on me softening as our eyes meet. This is so far reminding me of our night with crows. I just hope it doesn't end up with you getting beheaded, sir. A butterfly approached us rapidly, making me flinch on instinct. It landed on his finger as he held it out, its wings flapping gently. He smiled at the dainty creature, a fond look in his eyes before he held it out towards me. Have a good rest of your night, Taylor. Good night. Do you like butterflies, just stars? Oh. Yes, I do. I think they're so pretty. This is amazing, Michael. His usual prideful smirk was absent, replaced instead with a shy smile. I'm glad you like it. The sun was at its peak now, the air getting warmer as minutes passed. The leafy canopy over us provided enough cover for us to not overheat. Michael picked a flower with his other hand and placed it in my palm. His tail looping loosely around us both as my cheeks darkened. Wait, what?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, what? He closed his eyes and leaned back further, the butterfly still resting on his hand. My ears caught a soft rumbling before I realized it was coming from his direction. Is he purring? I think he purrs. I almost wanted to ask, but I didn't want to ruin the moment. My gaze dropped as I twirled the flower in my hand, holding the stem delicately. The gesture felt platonic, but also romantic. I wonder if Michael was even interested in relationships. He'd been alone most of his life. He'd probably get tired of my presence sooner or later. Sadly, I can't do a live tomorrow because I work late and then I go in early on Tuesday, like early in the morning. So pretty much when I get home from work, I have to like decompress and go straight to bed. So my my earliest available time will be Tuesday. Before I could contemplate further, the butterfly on Michael's finger took off, my gaze trailing after it as it left the sunlight and flew away into the woods. Which reminds me, Michael? Hmm? Don't get me wrong. This place is stunning, but is it okay if we go now? Oh, is it about to get scary? Is the yandere about to come out? I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared. Hold my hand, y'all. I'm scared. He strained from his relaxed slouch. What? Why? We just got here. I chewed on my lip, hesitating. I love it here. I do. But I want to go home, Michael. Oh, I'm scared! I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Michael studied my face. Just ours. Do you want to leave me that badly? I'm scared. What? No! I need time to recover from losing Nicole! I know it's silly and dramatic, but knowing she won't be there when I get home, I trailed off, another shot of guilt and regret filling my chest. I just need to get it done with. I feel a hand rubbing my back. Oh! Michael nodded slowly, looking me in the eyes. His smile was gentle. That's okay. I understand. Ah! We're getting mind controlled again. We're getting mind controlled again. But maybe this place can help with that. It's a nice spot to nap in, isn't it? I picked it out just for you. Why don't you go ahead and lie down? His words made you... I don't... It always... I don't know if the pink highlighted is supposed to mean something else, like, or if it's just the mind. Like, obviously I know we're getting mind controlled right now, but I just always find it interesting how they make the you and like anything like what's the word? Anything like referencing like us, relating to like referring to us, is in pink. His words made you sway, a sudden bout of sleepiness weighing heavy over your eyelids. He was right. It is a nice spot to nap in. Why were you in such a hurry? You yawned, laying back to stretch on the grass. The warmth from the ground seeped through your clothes, lulling you into a sense of comfort and safety. Okay, so this just confirms to me that in the beginning, it was something to do with Michael's mind control, because I'm pretty sure it did the same thing in the beginning where, like, when it was referring to us, like, you, your, and stuff, I think it was pink. So, I think Michael had his eyes on us from the get-go, y'all. I'm just saying. The warmth from the ground seeped through your clothes, lulling you into a sense of comfort and safety. There you go. Just spend some time with me. Just a bit more. Please. Oh, here's something else I could show you. He reached into his satchel and pulled out a wooden box. What the heck? It's called a kalimba. I blinked slowly, clarity coming back as I shook my head to pay attention. The box fit neatly in his hands, Michael holding it as if he were typing on a phone. I could see it had a hole in the middle and thin strips of metal arranged in a triangular shape over it. What does it do? A proud smirk spread across his face. I'll show you. He began to pluck at the metallic prongs, a gentle ringing sound resonating with every flick of his thumbs. Oh, this is actually going to put me to sleep. Can you not, Michael? Like, this is mind controlling me in real life right now. I'm about to pass out. I couldn't recognize the song. He might have made it up himself. I closed my eyes, enjoying the tune. Michael gave a soft chuckle as he kept playing. Relax and listen as long as you'd like, Firefly. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared it's gonna jump scare me. A few minutes passed by with Michael plucking away at the instrument, the two of us sunbathing like two cats on a Sunday afternoon. I must have dozed as the next thing I knew, I felt a nudge on my shoulder. Comfy? He chuckled low when I refused to open my eyes. I mean, if you'd rather stay, I don't think I have a choice. Oh my god. I hate that. My eyes shot open, my whole body jerking to sit up. Michael glanced at me, kalimba in his lap and half a forget-me-not chain in his hands. What? I shook my head, slapping at my cheeks. I can't believe I fell asleep. It's all right. He cut me off. His sigh was heavy. I was hoping... Never mind. He patted my shoulder, though his smile didn't reach his eyes. Thanks for being here with me. Maybe we can do this again sometime. If I ever see you again. Let's get you home. Oh, I'm scared! I'm scared! He rolled over to his feet and stood up, brushing off dirt and fixing his satchel. Come on. Did I get a bad ending? Because I don't think he's actually going to let me go home. We gathered our things and set off into the unknown once more. Well, unknown to me at least. Michael seemed to have a map of this place ingrained in his brain. You seem a bit sleepy still, so let's freshen up, okay? We walked a bit further away from the clearing, coming across a river. Compared to the rest of the path we walked, the area was shaded considerably with the thick canopy of leaves around us. The flowing water looked inviting. Oh, is he gonna drown us or something? I'm scared. The flowing water looked inviting as I kneeled down by the bank, Michael idling close by. I dipped my hands in, eager to wash my face. The water was refreshing and cooled my heated skin in the afternoon sun. I pulled my hands back to see Michael peeking over my shoulder into my reflection, smiling with a faraway look on his face. He startled as our gazes met, irises darting away to look at himself instead. Immediately, his expression changed. Oh? His ears flattened, a grimace twisting his features as his lips curled back. What? I'd never seen such contempt in his eyes as I did then. Standing at his own... sorry, I'm burping again. Save it! Staring at his own visage. He stepped away, retreating underneath the cover of a tree to lean against it with crossed arms. He doesn't notice me watching. I patted my hands dry on my shirt and approached him. You ready? Yeah. Does he not vibe with water? Is water a no-no? I know he is working water, but, like, I believe I did the dishes, and then his toilet doesn't have water, even though he has plumbing. That was a little sus. I stopped him before he could turn to leave. He looked at me with a questioning look, tipping his head. I hesitated. I wasn't the type to speak my mind directly. Most of the time I'd keep things to myself and let things go by, but nobody should look at themselves and have that sort of reaction. Hey, you know you're not, I might as well be frank. You're not a monster, Michael. He looked taken aback. What makes you say that? I saw how you were looking at yourself. Oh, he was looking at his reflection. Is that why? Oh, okay. So he can vibe with water. Okay. I'm looking too far into it. My bad. He just doesn't like how he looks. I saw you were looking at yourself. How you talk about yourself. None of it is true. I keep telling you, you're more than just your appearance. I don't know what compelled me to do it, but I did it anyway. Oh! I reached for his hands and held them between us. His eyes widened at the contact. All it took was a day with you, and truthfully, I think you're the most amazing person I've ever met. He made a choked noise. I'm just some old nobody compared to you. That's not... Shut up and listen! He promptly shut his mouth with an audible click of his teeth. From where I stand, you saved my life. You've taken care of me better than I could ever ask for from any stranger. That already proves to me you're not the monster you think you are. You're charming, you're smart, you're sweet. Man, Jester's coming in with that Riz. Yes. You're a million more wonderful things, but you are not a monster. I take a second to compose myself, lowering my voice. You may look different, Michael, but guess what? His multiple eyes stared into mine, ears flattening as if fearing the worst. That makes you all the more beautiful to me. His breath hitched. I could feel his hands squeezing mine, fingers trembling. It was like he forgot how to breathe. Oh, I realized my hands were getting sweaty. Anyways, I put away hastily, scratching at my neck and avoiding his gaze. I could feel the blood rush to my face. I could dunk my whole head in the river, and it probably let off steam. So, sorry, that came out of nowhere. It just didn't feel right if I didn't say anything. I hope you, understand. An awkward silence passed between the two of us. Anyways, I caught him mumbling under his breath. Oh no! Oh no! I can't let you leave. We rizzed a little too hard. A little too hard. What? I said you can't leave. I mean, not without your cat, right? I frowned. I've already tried, Michael. Like you said, it was stupid for me to just wander off in the woods as if I'd find her through dumb luck. He paused, his fists clenching. But I haven't. Huh? I haven't tried. I know these woods better than anyone. I can try looking for her. But that means you can't that means you can't leave yet. Bro looks very serious right now. I fear our Riz is too strong. Michael, I appreciate the offer, but I don't think I should stick around any longer. Oh, it's happening again. It's happening again. It's happening again. Oh, it's happening again. We're getting mind controlled again. Oh! You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I have a job and responsibilities and you hissed in pain, a sudden migraine overcoming your senses. You felt sick, your stomach wriggling itself into knots. It felt like the world was warping around you as your legs wobbled. Your body buckled over you as you resisted the urge to vomit. Oh my god! 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 I got scared! I got scared! I got scared! Michael caught you as you slumped graciously to the ground, your head resting on his shoulder as he cradled you close. Hey, you don't look so good. Your vision doubled as he spoke, his speech oozing together words into an indecipherable mess. Are you okay? You need me to carry you home? Oh! I don't know if that matters. Yes, please. That was kind of scary. Okay, no problem. Just hang in there. Hang on to me. I'm getting scared. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't deserve this. If I could just one more day with you, I'd be the happiest man alive. Bro! Here we are! Let's get you tucked in! I should give you some clothes. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Especially since you'll be staying another night. Okay, I hope that means you... Are you gonna change me in my sleep? That's a little much. You're okay with that, aren't you? I don't have a choice. I blinked groggily awake to the gentle sounds of a crackling fire, the itchy texture of worn bed sheets, the weight of a heavy knit blanket. I could recall once or twice having felt these very sensations to the point I I'd consider them familiar and comforting. And yet, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Ah! Sir, you're pretty. I don't like the jump scares though. Nothing could prepare me for the bright yellow eyes peering into mine. Wah! Okay, I'm glad the scare is consensual. My knuckles hit him square in the face. Oh, no, I guess I just punched him. Oh, I'm sorry, my dude. My bad. My knuckles hit him square in the face as Michael yelped, nose scrunching as the taller man stumbled backwards into a stool. He landed on his rear with the grace of a clumsy toddler on the floor. I sat up in a panic and immediately grimaced. Ceremonious flop. It hit me in one fell swoop how my whole body was aching. Every single one of my limbs felt like they'd gone through a ringer and came out the other side all crinkled and wrong. I groaned aloud, leaning my head back on the pillow. Michael shifted back onto his feet, rubbing his nose. Jestars! His voice was an awkward croak before he cleared his throat. I'm glad you're awake. How are you, feeling? Terrible. He visibly flinched. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you sorry to hear that because you caused this? You're cute, but you're freaking me out just a bit. Just a bit. He stepped closer to the bed, leaning over warily in case my hand dramatically whips out again in self-defense. With my hand settled on my lap, he deemed it safe enough to sit beside me. What happened, Michael? You don't remember? I shook my head, wincing a bit as my head pounded. Not at all. Michael hesitated. You, tripped and hit your head. I had to carry you home? His words almost slurred together as he fidgeted. My head? I slowly lifted my head to feel for bumps or bruises, but he hastily snatched my wrist. Don't worry about that. Here, have this. It'll help. Oh, I'm not trusting this drink anymore. Is that part of how he, mind controls me? Is there something in the drink? Or is it just a remedy for, whenever he mind controls too much? Either way, the tea is now sus. I am sus over the tea. Michael gave me a familiar-looking drink as he quickly pressed a cup into my hands. Sitting up with some effort to take a sip, I couldn't help the small sense of déjà vu. The amount of times I woke up in his bed, dazed and disoriented, is almost uncomfortable now. At least the drink was helping, just like he promised. My body felt lighter as I finished. Michael took the cup from me and set it aside before wriggling his hands together with a nervousness I haven't seen in a while. So, I'm sorry this happened. I didn't mean for you to get hurt. I sighed and waved aside his worry with an embarrassed grumble. Wouldn't be the first time I tripped, if you could believe it. It's not your fault. He gave a soft chuckle, but it sounded guilty. I suppose you're right. It's just... His face looked like he had a million thoughts running through his head. I promised, didn't I? I said I was going to look out for you. I said I was going to keep you safe. Instead, I made you hurt. What do you mean? Are you gonna be honest? What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? His voice cracked. I'm so sorry, Jestars. The sudden change in demeanor was startling to say the least. You couldn't have predicted it was gonna happen. And I'm fine. See? Oh, Firefly. I guess you're right. His expression carried a lingering doubt, but he quickly masked it with a small smile, his eyes dim. In that case, you'll be staying? I don't think you're giving me a choice. The way he said it almost sounded like a decision that's already been made. Yeah, because it kind of was. Or a plea. That it also was that. But what do you mean? His eyes started aside. You agreed to let me find Nicole, remember? That is not how I remember it, actually. But whatever. Did I say that? Yeah. So, You'll be staying a while longer, right? He didn't even let me get a word in. In fact, a feeling of uncertainty washed over me, as if we've had this conversation before. Oh my god! I hate when the text cuts off! I hate it when it does that! I hate it! He cut me off. Besides, what's the rush? It's already late and you're in no condition to travel anyway. I blinked before glancing out the window. Pitch black darkness greeted me as I realized he was right. Yet another uncanny feeling spread throughout my chest, shivers crawling down my spine. I don't know why, but something about this whole situation felt wrong. I feel like I'm forgetting something else. Michael had a nervous look on his face. Maybe you hit your head harder than you thought? His words didn't sound confident. How long was I out? A couple hours, I think. You, really took a hit. It was that bad? My brows creased as I tried to recall today's events. But I don't remember tripping. Oh, again? Ugh. There was a river. I remember you, and then your memory must be fuzzy and for good reason. After all, oh. Anyways, my stomach rumbled suddenly, echoing in the quiet room. There was a heavy silence right after. Michael was polite enough to hide his chuckle under a palm as I flushed. He seemed relieved. Well, lucky for you, I've got dinner on the way. It should be ready soon. You're okay with soup, right? Soup. Soup sounds all right. My stomach growled once more, the pain of an empty gut making me wince a bit. My host noticed immediately. Oh, maybe we should get you some food sooner than later. Do you feel okay enough to get up? I nodded with a grumble, swinging my legs over to the side of the bed before noticing something was on my lap. Wait, what's this? Oh, did he make us new clothes? I unbundled the pile of thick fabric, realizing it was an oversized sweater with a pair of baggy sweatpants. A mushroom pattern? That's oddly cute. I am vibing with this sweater. Thank you, Michael. I'm assuming you made it for me. That's very cute. Now, can you please stop trying and controlling our minds? That would be fantastic. Thank you. The material felt worn, but comfortable. A towel laid right next to them. Is this for me? Oh. I figured since you'll be staying another night, you'd want some fresh clothes. They might be a few sizes bigger, or a lot. Sorry. He'd gone shy for some reason. On the other hand, I didn't have to take a whiff at myself to know that I probably reek. I personally just took a shower a few hours ago, so I don't know about you, Justar, but I am clean. I nodded again, giving him a small but grateful smile. They're fine, Michael. Thank you. Yet another thing I had to owe him. I couldn't help feeling like I'm taking advantage of his kindness now. So, you know where the bathroom is. Take your time cleaning up. I'll be in the kitchen if you need anything. I'm really happy you're here. He stood there for a good few seconds, fidgeting with his hands as if he wanted to say more before finally heading to the kitchen. I watched his back retreat before hoisting myself up and heading to the bathroom. Now that I was alone, I had a moment to gather my thoughts. Oh, he didn't properly mind control us. So are we gonna realize that something is off? The nagging feeling was back, a prickling feeling across my skin, raising goosebumps as if to tell me I shouldn't be here. I just couldn't place my finger on what. Oh, I don't know. I don't think, just in case, I should be careful. Because I don't want to be fully under mind control. I feel like that will lead to a bad ending. I think now is the time to, keep questioning. Questioning! I just couldn't shake the feeling that Michael was hiding something. He'd been a gracious host so far, but that didn't make him the most trustworthy either. There's definitely something I'm missing. My mind was wandering even as I undressed and stepped under the shower. The icy chill of the water did nothing to distract me from my nerves. If anything, it elated it. Be careful! Is that because of my choice? Did I do something wrong? I'm scared. I was a shivering mess by the time I was done cleaning myself with whatever soap he had lying around. Once I dried myself, I inspected his clothes inside and out to see if there's anything off with them. They smelled like wet grass and burnt wood. Considering his lifestyle, it made sense for his clothes to have that sort of scent stuck to them, I suppose. Putting them on, it just reminded me of how big and tall Michael was, compared to me at least. I fidgeted and fiddled with the sleeves and waistband until I could somewhat move comfortably. There's no mirror in his bathroom, so I had to assume I looked like a walking potato sack. And you know what? I love a good potato. That is a beautiful... I would love to look like a potato sack. I love potatoes. They're beautiful. And yes, that includes the sack. Better than nothing! Gathering my courage, I shook out my hands and strained myself before exiting towards the kitchen. A savory scent filling my nose. Michael did mention dinner was almost done. Even though you keep hypnotizing me, you are so cute and look so comfy, sir. As I entered, I saw Michael by the stove, idly stirring something crimson in a pot and humming quietly to himself. His content, I can speak. His content smile widened as he saw me, his ears flicking. I tried not to look uneasy as he looked me up and down. How do they fit? They're all right. Much too big for me. He nodded, turning back to the pot. I can see that. Right. His smile faltered as he picked up on the wariness of my tone. Oh no. Is everything okay? His eyes held a sense of worry, his shoulders tensing. I can get you something else to wear if you'd like. There's no need. He paused, hand gripping onto the ladle tightly as he continued to hesitate. Just ours. There's another pause before his brows furrowed. I'm not an idiot. You don't Oh, did I pick the bad end? Did I pick the bad end? Do I need to go back? You don't trust me, do you? I flinched. Michael looked hurt as he sighed. So I'm right. I'm scared. His ears flicked by the sides of his head as he turned back towards the stove. Can I just know why? His eyes were sad as he stared at the pot, as if he'd been in this situation before. I thought I did everything right. Truthfully, I didn't expect such a direct confrontation. There's a lump in my throat as my fist clenched at my sides. It's just... Oh, I'm getting scared! The kettle started whistling, but he was clearly ignoring it. I swallowed down my growing anxiety and decided to be upfront. I just didn't expect to be here again. It felt like the wrong thing to say when Michael's frown deepened. So you never wanted to be here? I didn't mean it like that. So anyways, I think I made the wrong choice. I was probably just being paranoid. I'm sorry. I got scared. So, turns out I questioned it too early. Continuing. Then again, it's been a while since I've showered, so I could chalk it up to the dirt accumulating on me and making me itch in places I didn't want to think about. After undressing, I folded my clothes so I could place them in my backpack later before turning on the shower. The water was ice cold. My teeth chattered as I cleaned myself as fast as I could, using some scentless soap by the side of the tub. Dressing myself again, I wrung out my hair as best as I could before drying it with a towel. Putting on the clothes Michael provided, I felt like I had shrunk in size. I adjusted the sleeves and waistband to my liking with some struggling just so my hands and feet could poke out of the holes comfortably. I couldn't help noticing his clothes smelled like freshly cut grass, with a smoky hint of a woodsy bonfire. The scent reminded me of a camping in summer. Persistent doubt aside, I definitely felt way better compared to when I first woke up. Stepping out, I could smell something good coming from the kitchen. A gentle humming greeted me as I came through the doorway. Michael was idly stirring the pot by the stove, looking up at me as I entered the kitchen. Whatever he had in that pot made my stomach grumble yet again. His ears flicked as he registered the clothing I was wearing. So how do they fit? I shrugged. They're definitely bigger on me. He nodded, turning back to the pot. I can see that. I wasn't sure what you normally wear, so I went with whatever I had that was... He struggled to pick a word. Coziest? I gave a hum of agreement, fiddling with the hem of my/his sweater. Oh! Oh! Options! Options! Both are tempting. Is goofing around not a form of flirting? Anyways, I'm a flirt. Was I really about to do this? I guess I was. Yes. Yes, you were. Even if Tiff is not here, I have to make her proud. I am flirting with Michael. With the confidence of a courting peacock with nothing to lose, I leaned against the doorway, making sure to prop my hip in just the right angle against the edge. I think I look good in your clothes. Maybe I should wear them more often. Wow. With how baggy the clothes were on me, I probably looked closer to a sentient sack of potatoes than a human being. Michael must have sensed something was different with my tone, as he gave me a confused chuckle with his tail noticeably swishing side to side. I guess you could, though I'm pretty sure most of them won't fit right. Undeterred, I continued on. I could help find something more comfortable. I send the smoothest wink I could muster. Nailed it. He seemed to consider my offer. I thought I found the right outfit, but you can look through the closet for something you like now that you're awake. Do you have something in your eye? It didn't work. I strained subtly. I'm just trying something, I guess. Trying what? Never mind. What's cooking, good looking? Against all odds, his cheeks actually began to color, his hands stirring the pot, faltering for a brief second. What? Wait, this might actually work. I bolstered my efforts, leaning forward with another smile. You heard me! You said... He hesitated to repeat it. What? Well, but maybe you should get your eyes checked. Wow, that's rude! I did just get my eyes checked, actually, and they said they were fine. I mean, I do have bad eyesight, but, like, they haven't gotten worse. So, like, good enough, good enough, good enough. Yeah, this was a terrible idea. I cleared my throat awkwardly. Thank you for the clothes. He must have sensed something wrong again as he quickly tried to salvage whatever the hell was going on. For what it's worth, you look very... What the... Chin? What? Whatever it was he said sounded like several strange clicks of the tongue, but with vowels, somehow? What? He huffed, tail waving side to side like a metronome. It means, he trailed off, I guess in your language it would mean what? 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 Cute?
Oh, yeah.
We are in! My smile faltered as he fidgeted. We stared at each other. I might actually have a chance? The color on his face was closer to a blueberry the longer I looked at him. There was an awful awkward tension before I broke it with a nervous laugh. Cute. Oh my god, he is so nervy. In fact, I could swear I heard him whimper in panic. Oh my god, he's a whimperer. Y'all didn't hear that. Please tell me all the young children have left. Anyways, moving on. The wind is so loud. The situation was so absurd, I had to laugh harder. Was that so hard to say? He sputtered. I didn't think you'd be comfortable with me saying it. Why not? Well, you know, what do I know? My grin was teasing, and he picked up on that quickly, his nervousness dissipating as he gave a sharp huff. His hand stirred the pot faster. So I called you cute. It's not a big deal. Then why's your face so blue like it is? He made another choking noise, eyes darting about. It's just the heat from the stove. Okay, tsundere, calm down. Calm down. I'm cooking my best here. I snickered at his terrible excuse. You're a bad liar. But it's true. Stovetops don't do that. Mine does. Whoa. A glaring contest ensued before we both ended up bursting into a fit of giggles, my face warming from the silly banter. The kettle started whistling then, cutting our moment short. He seemed disappointed by the shift in the atmosphere, but quickly moved to pick it up. Why don't you take a seat, Firefly? I'll be right with you. He was already turning his back towards me to start preparing the tea. I slowly approached him. Hey, let me help this time. Michael startled, surprising to see me beside him. Oh, sure. Could you get some bowls ready? We're having tomato soup. Oh, I love a good homemade tomato soup. Can you also give me some grilled cheese? Yes! Yes! Also, do you want some grilled cheese with yours, or would you prefer garlic bread? Grilled cheese. Grilled cheese, please! Got it. I brushed past him, feeling his tail linger by my ankle as I grabbed the bowls and spoons from the bottom shelf. He started preparing the sides, the smell of toasted bread filling the kitchen and mingling with the soups. I took over preparing the tea. Finally, I ladled the soup from the pot into a larger bowl just as Michael finished flipping the last piece. Yes! I want this right now. I would love some tomato soup and a homemade grilled cheese. Oh my god. We settled in for a nice hot dinner. Regardless of how I felt about tomato soup, Michael's turned out rich and creamy with an amazing balance of sour and sweet. I'm telling y'all, there is nothing like a homemade tomato soup. Like the ones in the cans, not even mid. I kind of hate them. But like a homemade tomato soup, oh my god. I will drink that. Dipping in the bite-sized grilled cheese sandwiches made it taste like pure savory comfort, crisp and gooey. Even if I never had it as a kid, it still made me feel nostalgic somehow. There's still a feeling of a stilted awkwardness, but the food helped ease us into a warmer, lighthearted conversation. I didn't realize how hungry I was until I refilled my bowl, Michael watching me with a chin propped in his hand. His own bowl sat empty. Apparently he'd already had his fill. Is tomato soup your favorite? His question was innocent, though his eyes were observing me carefully as I shrugged. I think I'd love anything you cook. He stilled, taking a second to process what I said. Well, thank you. No, thank you. Usually I get takeout or microwave dinners. Oh, I do fear that is me. I do that a lot. I really need to start cooking more at home. It's really bad for my health. Anyways. What's a microwave? Oh, that's so sad. I will buy you a microwave. If you let me leave, and I promise I will come back, I will bring you a microwave. I snickered and tried to explain it the best I can. A metal box that heats up food? That sounds like, what's the word in those fantasy books? Magic? Am I using that word right? I laughed lightly. Sometimes science is just like that. We talked about other kitchen appliances off the top of my head, slowly branching out to other human inventions. He seemed even more interested. I never understood how, technology worked. I pulled out my phone and let him fiddle with it, though with the battery dead, there's not much I could show. He was clearly disappointed. It's about as useful as a brick. For now! Otherwise, I'd have a whole network of information in my hands. His eyes lit up. Like a library? And you can access it at any time as long as the battery is alive? And as long as I have an internet connection. Right. Internet. I didn't know you could do that. I just see people staring at them all the time. It seemed boring. He looked at my phone again, a look of wonder on his face. Having a whole library in your hands. Everyone must be really smart then. Oh, I beg to differ. Well, not everyone uses it like a library. More like a messaging hub? Or a source of content consumption? our content creation. Here we are. His ears flicked as he stared at me with a blank smile. Consumption? You can eat it? Yeah, he has no clue what I'm talking about. How do I explain to him the very concept of Web 2.0? I cleared my throat, deciding that I simply won't. Maybe I can show you what I mean someday. His eyes brightened, seeming to like that idea a lot. You mean that? I can have some? Yeah. I think it's about time you start getting a little more modern around here. No offense. Imagine what you could do with a generator. His smile widened just a tad, though there's still a little cluelessness to his face. That was just a little endearing. Jenny Raider? I laughed and reached across to pat his hand, a gesture that made his smile wobble. Like I said, I'll show you someday. A loud thwack sounded against the floorboards, followed by a rhythmic thudding. Leaning over, I could see the tip of his tail was wagging back and forth, the tip of it slapping against the floor almost comically. That is adorable. I love that. Michael looked flustered as he laughed softly, pulling his hand back to rub his neck. Sorry. He looked like he had more to say, but exhaled heavily, gathering himself before tilting his chin towards my empty bowl. Are you done? I nodded as he stood and collected our dirty dishes, heading towards the skin to wash the sink. Y'all, I gotta go to bed. Anyways, they went to the sink to wash them. I followed close behind, carrying the mugs. We made quick work of the dishes, heading back to the living room to relax. Michael headed to his basket of knitting materials, his movements routine. I wasn't sure what to do with myself. I looked over at Michael as he pulled out the stool from the corner of the room towards the front of the fireplace. His ears flicked in my direction before he returned my glance. Do you knit? I wish I could knit. I don't know if this matters, but I'm scared of everything. A little. His smile softened. A little is enough sometimes. Can I see what you're working on? He looked surprised, not expecting my interest. Sure, it's just something to work on in my downtime. Halfway through, I started to realize that maybe it's not really my color. He lifted it up for me to see, only for my foot to kick the basket and sending a ball of yarn rolling towards the bed. Sorry. I quickly followed after it, only to halt as I spotted something under the bed. What do you mean? 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 It was glinting off the bright firelight within the room. What? Approaching the bed and tilting my head lower, I could see it was a thin container the size of a shoebox. What's that? Michael looked up. Under your bed. Is it something important? A hesitant look came across his face. Oh, just some emergency supplies. Nothing too special. I had an inkling it was something more, but I figured I'd let him keep his privacy without prying anymore. I see. Michael watched me for a moment or two before clearing his throat. Hey, Firefly? I've been meaning to ask. Do you remember what you said? At the river? The river? Oh, where I tripped. I pursed my lips in thought. Not really. Everything feels fuzzy to me. He seemed disappointed. Oh, not even a little? I shook my head. Why? Did I say something stupid? Just some things. It made me happy. Oh God, I think I did say something really stupid. I say a lot of stupid things, Justar. It is totally okay. I am so stupid. Especially when I'm sleepy, which I'm very sleepy right now. Before I could ask about it, he'd already gestured towards the bed. Well, you should get some sleep, Firefly. Want to wake up nice and early to find Nicole, right? The idea of looking for my cat once more made me wilt. You really think we'll find her? Michael looked on edge, pocketing his hands. It doesn't hurt to try. But it does hurt to hope. His His face twitched. Well, his ears flattened as he thought of something to say, clearly struggling. He finally opened his mouth to respond, his words slow and careful. I'm here for you. So sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. He nodded, a strange mixture of polite happiness and hidden anxiety playing across his face. He's probably not used to another person sticking around this long, let alone someone going through a loss he could care less about. Maybe I've been enough of a burden to him. Actually, again? I'm getting scared. Are we about to get jump scared again? Can you just send me home? His brows raised, his posture straightening in surprise. Oh, you gotta go. Good night. Goodbye. I'm gonna end this soon once we get through this day, which we're almost done. And then I think there's one more day for this game that's uploaded, but I'm so sleepy. I think I'm about to get jump scared, so wish me luck. His brows raised, his posture straightening in surprise. Are you sure? But what about Nicole? Don't you want to see if we can find her? I'm sure. A look of apprehension crossed his face. But it's so soon. Nicole could be out there. Michael, please. I can't think about her right now. I just want to go home. He fidgeted with the sleeves of his cardigan. But he looked like he had so much more to say, but whatever turmoil going on in his head was quickly swept by behind a reassuring smile. Okay. I don't trust it! I don't trust it. I'm gonna trust it. I'm scared. Get some sleep, Firefly. You've been through a lot. He went to collect his blankets again, already arranging them into a nest like the night before. The words left my mouth before I could think twice. Do you want to use the bed tonight, or are we gonna sleep together? He stopped in his tracks. Oh, no, I don't mind the floor. I meant we'd be sharing the bed!
Nice.
I like where you're thinking, Jessar. I like how you're thinking. I can get behind this. Hearing it out loud just made me want to slap myself across the face. Michael blinked at me before laughing lightly. My bed's too small for two people, don't you think? No, I think we could easily fit the two of us on there. I don't think it'd be comfortable for either of us. He eyed the bed frame before looking back at me. I'll be all right. With that, Bewa! With that, he crouched on the floor and started setting up his bed, his tail swaying, languidly. I'm so sorry, I probably butchered that. I lay down and faced the wall, the sharp sting of embarrassment in my chest refusing to go away. Why did I ask that? That was so stupid. Maybe I needed a sense of comfort, or maybe I just needed him. Whichever it was, at least he took it at face value. I wasn't sure what I'd even do if he said yes. I groaned internally and shut my eyes, willing myself to go to sleep. Oh, am I gonna get jump scared? Oh my god, I'm scared. I'm scared. The last thing I heard was the gentle cracking of the fireplace, accompanied by Michael's knitting needles clicking away in the dark. Before I knew it, I could hear birds chirping outside the window. The first thing I noticed was the fire must have been out, considering I couldn't hear the familiar pop and snap that came from the room's ambience. Ambiance. The second thing I realized was the hand gently shaking my shoulder awake. Wake up, sleepyhead. I stirred, yawning as I sat up in the bed. Okay. I'm saving, and we will return. Probably 2 days from now. And then, okay, I'm probably going to do the other day, and then should we bring back Tomodachi Life? Double stream. I would do 2 different things, because these days are a lot longer than I thought. When they said 1 to 2 hours, I thought it meant total gameplay, but after playing this, I think it's like 1 to 2 hours per day, which I was way over my head when I started this. And I have to be in work. I have to be at work in 9 hours. So that means I have to go to bed and then get up and then get there within the 9 hours. So in reality, I'm probably only going to get like 7 hours of sleep. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Once again, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm sorry I died for a few days. I was scheduled 7 days in a row, and like I said, I'm kind of being sent like all over to different stores to help out right now, and I'm so exhausted. So this was, oh my god, this was like a 3-hour stream. That is crazy. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Once again, if there's anyone here that hasn't joined my Discord already and would like to join, there is the invite link in my description on my YouTube. Would love to get some new faces in there. I will try to come back on Tuesday. Similar to today, I'm probably gonna wait to announce a time just because of how crazy my schedule is right now. And I know that people like tend to wait if I announce a time, and I don't want to announce a time and like not show up. So, but if you guys want to be on the lookout, I'll try to announce something on Tuesday, assuming that I'm not completely dead. But thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much. Please take care of yourself. Get good night's sleeps. Eat well. Do all the fun things. And tell me all about it all when we meet next. I love you guys so very much. You guys are beautiful human beings and deserve all the good things your way. And I am always wishing for all the good things for you guys. Sorry if I was not as entertaining today because I'm a little sleepy. But I do have so much fun getting to spend time with you guys every single time. So I will head out to bed. I'm literally gonna take out my contacts and then literally jump right in my bed right here. Okay, hugs and kisses. Hugs and kisses. I'm so glad we have another little person that we are raising up. We are so close. We are so close. Okay. We got one more day for this game, and then also Tomodachi Life. Yes! Okay. I go sleep. Goodbye! Goodbye!